All right, boys and girls, let's get this show on the road, baby. Deadline Day Live. Welcome. Welcome, my friends, boys, girls, and everything in between. Welcome, all and one. We are going to be going over Championship and League One. Well, mainly them two, but we'll be looking at Premier League and League Two as well. Literally everything that happens realistically in the final 2 hours of the transfer window. Are we giddy? Are we giddy? Now, I've had to change this just now. And we'll get into it just straight away. I wish you could see my screens, by the way. I need more than 2. I have got about 55 different tabs open. This is an absolute joke. But there is, apparently, I'm just waiting for it to actually be fully announced. I think Portsmouth have actually announced Connor Chaplin. I saw it get linked earlier. Oh, it's not done. Oh my God, I've been done. I've actually been done. Right, I put Connor Chaplin as a done deal because I saw it get, like, they put some, like, in-betweeners thing before they come out. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. Looks like they have not signed him just yet. They're apparently very close to signing Connor Chaplin. They've instead signed Mackenzie Kirk, Pompey. But I will speak about this one first. Of course, CEF, of course. Once today's out at way, there'll be next, like, few videos coming out. Obviously, I've got my predictions to do this weekend that I need to put up. But other than that, I'll be putting, like, transfer related things like that. Chaplin's going to be out at 7. Right, well, we'll speak out this one first. Mental. If they do get this over line, which obviously they've not done yet, so ignore that it's a done deal, but it's not done quite yet. If they get Connor Chaplin over line, I think that is one of the best pieces of business out of anybody in entire country all winter. I think that is outrageous. That'd just be crazy. If they pull that over line, what's he been doing the last couple of years? Obviously, he's been at Ipswich for a while now, hasn't he? Like, it went from Portsmouth. I think he went from Portsmouth. He didn't go straight to Barnsley. I'm sure he went somebody else in between. It went Portsmouth, then on loan to Coventry, then to Barnsley. From Barnsley to Ipswich. He's been there 5 years now. But he's a Pompey boy. So, oh, God, that's such a good sign as well. Such a good signing. I think it maybe relies on Murphy. But I think a lot of teams have cooled they've calmed the passion a bit with Murphy, haven't they? Teams that were after Chaplin. I forgot who it even were now. That were after Murphy. Rick Cov. Someday. I can't remember. Anyway. But if they're rocking a front three of like Bishop, Murphy and Chaplin. Holy shit, baby. These boys are cooking something up. If you watch what I did earlier as well, the EFL review, I said, and I stand by the fact, that I think these are a genuine outside shot, me. I really do. They're like, whew, they are shit up, baby. They are looking nice. Really good at home. The defence were quite weak last season, but they've strengthened. Like, obviously, they had a lot of injuries, is what I'm trying to say. So, it's like they've had new signings in that position. They're good going forward anyway. Whew, Pompey, baby. They might be onto something, maybe. Leicester wanted Murphy. That's the one. That's the one in it. But that, oh, God. If they do get this off that line, I am going to be gassed. I'm going to be gassed and buzzed because Pompey might be onto something. YOLO MC, member for 2 months. Kiss my friend. Absolute pleasure. Love you very much. If Pierce Charles actually leaves, you'll find me at River Don. I don't think he'll be going. Personally, I don't see any reason to. The only thing I've got to say in regard to Wednesday, because I've got 2 different tabs open here that I've got to scroll through, so I'll just be pulling stuff up on screen, like, as and when. So if I get this up, like, right now, if I can do it, there's just more arse for Wednesday, really. Like, more woe for Sheffield Wednesday as the EFL have blocked their proposed move for Manchester City attacker Jaden Heskey. Like, apparently, I saw as well, they're after Harry and Mass, aren't they, Wednesday? Like, they've looked for them too, both on loan, because obviously they can't buy anybody, can they? But even the loans are getting blocked, because there's no guarantee that Chancery and Wednesday can fulfil the fixtures. So, they're being done there. But, oh God, no, what a shame. Oh, no. What? Wait, Wednesday can't sign anybody. No, guys, come on. Boo! But thank you, YOLO MC. I appreciate it a lot, my friend. Luke, thank you for the 2 at Middlesbrough winning league. I'll tell you what, you shit up, my friend. You're looking dandy. You are looking dandy. As long as you don't come in for Davis Keeler done, it lasts 1 hour and 56 minutes. We can still be mates. But thank you very much, Luke, my friend. Harry Amass having his medical, I saw that as well. I still think that's true, but they can't sanction it unless EFL let them, and they're not going to let them. I saw that Man United, I don't know what journal put it on, but a journal said that Man United had allowed him to go and have his medical, but it don't mean that he can sign yet. McAtee's coming back. I don't know. Thing is, anybody that's coming here for like Barnsley things, because I'm hashtag in the know, I've got nothing. Boys, I've got nothing. They've been very hush-hush anyway. And earlier, like, I didn't know whether lads have been training or not anyway, because a lot of... Come on, guys, I'm in with players, you know what I mean, type shit. It's only injured lads that's been in, so I don't even know... Like, we can't just say, oh, well, Phillips isn't ground today, because none of the lads are in ground, apart from Jallo, Gent, what's injured? Robbo. It's only injured lads that are in. But one thing I will say right now in terms of Barnsley, if you would have said to me, especially when them bids started coming in yesterday... Because I swear down, that Phillips Luton thing, I know Phillips has come on and put that thing on Instagram saying, I'm not fucking leaving. But I'll tell you what, that were a lot closer than I think we will ever realise. Because they put a lot of money in front of him and us. So that were nervy. I don't think the done thing is finished just yet. I do think there will be teams probably sniffing around right until 7 o'clock. But if you'd have said to me yesterday when these bids started coming in, tomorrow you will sign nobody, but you'll lose nobody, I would have shut you on there and then. We'll 100% need a striker and a centre-back. 100%. I've not seen us be linked with one defender, though, apart from some Scottish right-back who I've never heard of. And we've been linked with McAtee, but I ain't got a clue if that's right or not, because I don't know, because I've got nobody in club who can tell me, realistically. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I would definitely like a centre-back and a striker, but if it means one's going out, not bothered. Not asked. I'd rather keep what we've got in-house, because I think if we keep the big three... If we're still here in 2 hours with Big Three, right to the tap. Jims, thank you for the 5. As an Ipswich fan, it truly pains me to see Chaplin go. Is well good enough for the squad. I completely agree with you. Ipswich, I'm so disappointed, in their transfer business so far. We can look at everything really as it's happening, and as journals and that reporting it, and clubs are announcing things in general anyway. But I am so disappointed with Ipswich. So disappointed. I seriously thought you'd do a lot more than you actually have. The incomings aren't exactly bad, but the level of play that Ipswich have let go this season it's just sad. But obviously if this ends up being a thing, this ends up being announced at 7 apparently, like people are saying, that is just that's not good, because Chaplin's such a good squad player, and he's somebody that never stops running as well, which I think you can't write off. And then also, like, the Burgess thing that started at Winder to Swansea. I know these lads aren't going to start for you, but they're really good squad players to have. And ones that have been around for a while now and know what McKenna wants and know the style of play. And they just got a feel-good factor about it, coming from League One up to Prem. I think you're getting rid of a lot of them lads. Like, Wolfenden's being linked with Mutakov. It's just... I don't know, baby. Ipswich is scaring me a little bit. Ipswich are scaring me a little bit. But thank you very much, Jims. I appreciate it a lot, my friend. Right, let's fucking get in there. Right, so next up, obviously the Chaplin one's yet to be done, but it probably will be done. Ben Sheaf from Coventry to Wrexham. Now this is just crazy. It's not the Ben Sheaf of 2 years ago. You know when Coventry nearly bet Man United. When Coventry got to FA Cup semi-final and they're in playoffs, and everybody's looking at him thinking, this guy could play for fucking England, like his best player ever. He's not that anymore. I think injuries have definitely killed him off a little bit, to a point where, does he even consistently start for Coventry if they have got everybody fit? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I think if it were a case of we've got to sell somebody effectively, and it's either Sheaf or Radoni. I can't believe Radoni's still there, by the way. I can't believe it. But they're obviously going to keep the more important players, and being fit is your best attribute in it. And unfortunately for Ben Sheaf, he never is. He just never is. He's been there 7 seasons. Where did you get him from? Donny? I remember Barnsley wanted him at the time. He's been such a good servant to Cov, and has been a part of multiple promotions and 2 playoff campaigns in Championship, and your captain. He's a very good player when fit. I just think he's been very, very unlucky with the injury side of things, unfortunately. For the poor lad. Hold on. Teeny, it's not coming up, mate, so I'm going to have to just thank you now. Mr. Toast. Kiss, I appreciate you very much, mate. It's not come up though for some reason. I don't know why. I think you might have to put a message when you actually do it for it to come up on here. But Teeny Toast, I love you, my friend. Bristol City, by the way. Holy shit, baby. Cooking up. But thank you, Mr. Toast. Enjoy the Blue John. Right. There's going to be a lot of things, like a lot of revolving door here, so I've got to get through this stuff quickly. Marcus Force from Middlesbrough to Bolton is another one that's already happened. More of a winger than a 9, I would say. I think they'll operate him probably out on left, I would personally imagine. But I also think that obviously it can play... Right, you're getting banned for just spamming, you big freak. Right, I also think that this probably paves the way for this. If this is going to happen, I've seen people saying it's a lot closer than others. Realistically, nobody's got a clue. No one knows if this McAtee thing is happening. Nobody. Because nobody is in club to tell any of us. So we don't know. But I think the realistic side of me thinks that he probably will get a move. I don't know if it'll be a loan or if they're going to try and make us put an obligation on or something like that. Or pay a big loan fee or pay all his wages or something. But it just makes sense to me that we're bringing someone like Marcus Forss in when McAtee can't even get his squad for Bolton last 2 games, and they're not going to play him, and they're not getting best out of him anyway because they're playing him in a 10 instead of up front, which is his better position. This is a really good signing. Don't get me wrong, this is a really good signing. I'm just thinking of the McAtee side of things. I think this is a really good signing for Bolton. They've done some really good business today, more importantly, because they got Cyrus Christian as well, didn't they? I believe. Yeah, they did. Cyrus Christian are free from Swansea. That's really nice business. Obviously, the Marcus Forss from Middlesbrough as well. There's a couple sides that have been very, very busy today, and Bolton are one of them. But I do like this, you know. I do like this. Loan with obligation, I reckon. But I don't know if I'd want that. Because if it's a loan with obligation, and we go... Say if obligation's 500 grand. If we go up, he's not getting a team. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? What about Sinclair Armstrong rumours? That account's got 300 followers, so respectfully, I couldn't care less. Moving on. Right. Samuel Erling Jr. from Villa to West Brom. He was on loan at Middlesbrough last season. Good winger. Seriously, I think it's a good winger, me. I like it. I seriously like that, but that's all I've got to say. There's a lot of these where there's too many things happening, boys, and I'm just going to be pulling... I've got a list thing on Twitter, and it shows alt journals realistically and the main things that they're saying. And the more... Hold on, I'm getting atted by stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, it's that Sinclair. It's that Sinclair thing. Mate, that's bollocks. Like, I'm not believing that shit, respectfully. Like, come on. I'm not really believing that from an account that's got that many followers. I'm not having that. Sorry, guys. No. But I've got a thing on Twitter where you put people into a list, certain accounts. So as and when something happens, I will just pull it up on screen. It's not going to be as good as the graphic side of things, but it'll just be a case of I'll do this and then I'll pop it up on screen like that. That's how we'll do it for the last hour and 50 minutes now. Oh man, Nathan, thank you for the 5, my brother. Millwall smashed it this window if Ivanovic stays. Do you think? Do you actually think that, really? Let me get them up. Let me get Millwall's transfers up for this season so far. Obviously, you made really good sales. Don't get it twisted, dog. You made really good sales on Tanganga. Obviously, Fleming were a loan win option anyway. Yeah, I do agree. Actually, hold on, let me get this up. I do agree with what you're saying. Actually, when I deep it a little bit more, like Coburn, my mate's a Millwall fan and he's not keen. But Coburn for that price, who cares? Never heard of this guy in my life, but for that price, the amount of money that Millwall's got, who cares? Luongo is brilliant on a free. Alfie Doughty, Millwall boy as well. I do like that. Caleb Taylor, I like. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But I mean, surely Ivanovic stays now. There's 2 hours left. If you're not seeing some sort of source, some major source at this point reporting something starting to happen, I highly doubt that it will. Like, certain transfer windows closed later than other ones as well, and I'm not sure what cases where Italy, because Parma have been after Ivanovic all window, aren't they? But I don't think anything will happen with Millwall now. And I imagine you'd take that. If it were a thing where, right now, you sign nobody but you lose nobody, I think Millwall fans would take that, really. You could probably do a midfielder, I would say. But other than that, I think you're alright, me, personally. Come on, Millwall. Come on, Millwall. But thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it, mate. Sam, thank you for the 2 thoughts on Vale signing George Hall on a perm. Really like it. I have just seen it and I'm about to pull it up. In fact, we'll do it right now. Hold on, you know what? Let me just drag that over there. What's the point in having Sky Sports on this day and age? Oh, geez, of monkeys. Hold on, let me get Port Vale up a minute, lads. One sec, guys. Who cares about Sky Sports this day and age? Right, George Hall on a 3-year deal, you know. I don't mind that, baby. Q Walsall fans saying he's shite even though they wanted him. He's not shite at all. He's a very good player. The 2 lads, the 2 midfielders that Birmingham are, well, they've been trying to sell from the kids, George Hall and Chang, are 2, like, definite mid-table, could definitely hack it League 1 midfielders already. And I think George Hall's something like 22, Chang's in around 20, 21, something like that. These are young lads. young lads that are going to, they're obviously going to further the career. They've had good seasons, a very good academy in Birmingham. And maybe they can offer like the youthful side of things to Port Vale, who've got quite an experienced squad anyway, and are probably lacking a little bit of flair and oomph and legs in certain games. I think Port Vale definitely need a striker, by the way. I do definitely think they are lacking that, based on the fact that Tollage has obviously gone and they've not really replaced that position off the top of my head right now. But I like George Hall. Yeah, he can. Obviously, he's got a couple injuries behind him and stuff like that. Same as Chang, and maybe that's why they're not getting fees or big fees that they probably could have done at one point. But he's still a very good player. I like him. Good signing, Sam. Good signing. Oscar, thank you for the 2, my friend. I'm going to look for your message. QPR have had best window at Championship. I'm trying to be fair, you got Kone, so I can't really disagree with you, can I? I'm trying to think of ones that potentially have done better than you. Who's done better than Portsmouth? Not Portsmouth, QPR. I think Portsmouth are up there if they get Chaplin. Who else has had a blind? I think Coventry have had a really good window, you know, as well. Especially if they get this off. Because Luke Wolfenden, like, all the talk, all window, off the last couple of weeks especially, has been on outgoings for Coventry. Like, there's been the Ben Sheaf stuff that's happened today. There's obviously been people looking at Radoni all window. Bobby Thomas has had interest from Brentford, Sheffield United, like some other sides. None of that's happened. And then they've ended up bringing Luke Wolfenden in, who is going to be immediately better than a lot of the players in that position that you've got. I do think, like, Bobby Thomas is very good, but I think Wolfenden could take Kitchen's position, you know, personally. Oh, yeah, Wrexham obviously have had a blinder. Charlton, yeah, but Charlton needed to do that. I think Wrexham did as well, but I don't think anybody expected that level to Wrexham. Yeah, Wrexham, well, all 3 that's gone up, Wrexham, Charlton and Birmingham have all done good. But for sides that didn't need to spend this much brass, I think Coventry have had a really good one, me personally. But that's a really good one if they do get Wolf in another line. But thank you, Oscar, my friend. Zach, thank you for the 5. Jaime had suspected brain hemorrhage yesterday. What? And still more enjoyable than watching Portsmouth. That better be a joke. Anyway, got new love. That is not a joke. I'll message you after. I hope you're alright, my friend. I hope you're alright, my friend. God, it don't help supporting Peterborough, does it either? Oh my Christ alive. You're going down, baby. You are going down. I hope you're alright, Zach. Like, truly. Don't be playing around with that shit. I hope you're alright, my friend. I'll drop you a message after. Love you very much. Kiss. I'll get you. But thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. I hope you're alright, my friend. CF, thank you for the £50,000. Woo! Let's go! 50 grand. Cardiff had an excellent window. No major exits. And Alex Robertson will be fit after the international break. Ruben Colwell, League One Player of the Year. I'll tell you what. If we're asking that same question for League One, who's our best transfer window, I would probably be agreeing with you. Probably would. I think Cardiff have had a blinder. An absolute blinder. They've lost Callum O'Dowda, and I think that's it. Obviously, you can rely on your academy to be quite good when you just ask someone like Cardiff. Do you know what I mean? Same as like Birmingham could to an extent. If they wanted to, they could have just brought the fellas through, couldn't they? They could have brought like the Changs and all through and still done a job in League One. But last season when they got promoted, even if they didn't send them out on loan. But Cardiff have got such a good academy to a point where you can afford to do something like that. To bring through like the Colwills and Fish and that right back, for example, Ashford. They've got so many good lads, so many good young'uns that are coming through. You've got a good team, Cardiff. And the fact that you have kept Robertson and Willock and Salech and who's centre half that you've still got? You've still got Chambers, aren't you, in League One? Oh my God. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, Cardiff might be onto something. 1 goal conceded all season so far, and it was a penalty. Yeah, you're doing all right, mate. Nice one, see ya. Thank you very much, my friend. Luke, thank you for the 2 again. Morrison Hackney best midfield duo in the EFL. It's up there, buddy. It's up there. I did see anybody that thinking Hackney could get a move late on. I saw that Middlesbrough told them that they're not, effectively. Middlesbrough have said, no, you will not be going anywhere. Fisher's from Man United. Fair dues. Yeah, I've seen Middlesbrough say that Hackney, you're not going anywhere, effectively. I know he personally turned Ipswich down, to my knowledge. Like, and obviously Ipswich have offered him more money, but he's a Middlesbrough boy. And also, I think if he's going to leave Hackney, I think he backs himself and probably believes that he could get a Premier League move to like a Wolves or a West Ham, which I agree with. To be fair, I don't see much point in moving from Middlesbrough or a club like Middlesbrough in Championship to another Championship side when you probably could get a Premier League move instead. And I do think that is the situation with Phillips at Barnsley as well. Like, Luton have come in and could definitely immediately double his money in his wages that he's on at Barnsley. And he's on a good wage for League One because he signed a contract extension. And he's at Barnsley and not Rotherham. You know what I mean? He's a proper side here. So he's on a decent wage. But why? If you're someone like Phillips and you've got 2 years left on your deal at Barnsley, you surely just think, well, we've both got fairly equal chances of going up as of right now. What's the point in moving there when if Barnsley go up, you get a new contract. Same as Acne. If Middlesbrough go up, you get to stay at your team and you get a new contract. And if you don't, you move to Premier League. And in Phillips' case, you move to Championship. So I completely understand the decision for that. I'm not fucking leaving for Phillips. And I can understand it for Acne as well in why he turned Ipswich down earlier in winter. But I appreciate it, Luke, my dear friend. Alfie, thank you very much for the 2, my friend. Wigan have just signed Ollie Cooper on loan. Up the ticks, my friend. Real. I tell you what, off the top of my head, there's a lot of fellas called Ollie and a lot called Cooper. No idea who he is. Seriously, top of my head right now, not got a clue, mate. But I appreciate the 2. Fartmageddon, thank you for the 2. Scum off back to EFL this season. Up the irons. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Thomas, thank you for the 5. We're going to scam through this, baby. Thank you for the 5, Thomas. Hi, Cal. Do you see Blades losing him? And when you and Jimmy do an EFL roundup again, it's really good to watch. Love your content, but I'll keep doing it. Yes. Thank you very much, my friend. We'll be doing it tomorrow, I believe. Probably about 6 o'clock. I think either 6 or 7, but we'll schedule it on his channel so you'll know. Do I think you'll lose Hamer this late in window? No. I honestly thought that it would go to Leeds, but now that they've moved on to Harry Wilson, who's literally worse than Hamer to a certain extent, I don't think he will leave. Unless PSV come in late, but I think that'll be later on. I think that'll be after 7. Because the Dutch transfer window shuts later than ours, doesn't it? I think theirs shuts at midnight or 10, maybe. But yeah, if Hamer is to leave, I think he's going abroad. I don't think he's getting a Prem move now. So if he does go, it'll probably be to PSV, and then you are in big trouble. But thank you very much, Thomas. I appreciate it a lot, my friend. Thank you. Josh, thank you for the 2. Real ones remember the January deadline head loss. But when I was just sat like refreshing Barnsley's Twitter feed for about 20 minutes. Oh, God. Good times, baby. How the times can change so fast. Oh. Happy days, baby. God, that were alive, that weren't it? That was before we had all this fancy gizmos going on. And we were just proper back to his roots. Oh, good times, Josh. I appreciate the 2 though, mate. Owen, thank you for the 5. Sergeant looks like he's staying. That is crazy. I'll book the open top bus now. Keep up the good work, lad. I don't know what that one means. OTBC. Summit Canaries. Bastard. Summit the Bastard Canaries. As he meant to put U instead of O. What could that be? OTBC. I ain't got a monkey's mate. But thank you for the 5. I appreciate it a lot. And I believe you. Sergeant, complete 9. What a boy. Harry, thank you for the 5. Any more news on McAtee to Barnsley? I had none in first place. None. Literally no. I had no knowledge of it at all in first place. I've asked 3 players. I've asked other people in and around club. And nobody's giving me anything, so I don't know. It's very hush-hush. Players aren't even in any way, so they can't tell me anything. Nobody's got a clue. And anybody that's telling you is lying, because nobody knows. If people have spotted him driving through town, that is the only way. If someone is stood at Oakwell Sarnie shop on corner, that is the only way anybody will know if McAtee has come to Barnsley or not. If you sat there in a deck chair just watching traffic come past, because nobody knows. I hope it's right, though. I hope it's right. It won't even start for us. You know what's crazy? It won't even start for us. That is just the level that we are at, baby, if we get him in. But thank you very much, Harry. Shah James, thank you for the 5. Barnsley is shite. Not anymore, my friend. Thank you for the 5. Rise, thank you for the 2. Thoughts on Borough again. Alan Brown on loan. I think that would be outstanding business. It was a massive standout for Preston when he was there. And I do think he'd have carried on doing that for Sunderland if they wouldn't have gone up so fast. Like, it were very hit and miss in terms of the amount of game time that they were getting. But I just think that Sunderland went up faster than what they probably all anticipated. Like, and I probably thought, like, the mix and matching him and Joe Bellingham, for example, in terms of the game time that they were going to get. But Joe ended up just being considerably better, considerably faster. So I think Alan Brown is a very good player for this level, and I wouldn't look at his Sunderland stats to suggest otherwise. I think he's very good, in my personal, humble onion. But thank you very much, Rise. JS, my friend, how are you, baby? Sarge is saying best player in the league, let alone best striker. 30 goals at least. Hashtag we're going up, baby. OTBC on the ball city. Oh, that's a bit soft, isn't it? That's a bit shit. JS, little bit, you know what? Very Norwich. Bit boring. But thank you, JS. Thank you very much, my friend. Done about 30 goals, like slightly odd, but. Yeah, I don't think he'll be miles off. I think we're pushing at least 20. He is that guy. Imagine if you're actually in a proper side, how many he'd score. Wowee. But thank you, Jess, as well. Boys, we've gone through donations really quickly. Thank you very much to anybody that has given me anything. You don't need to. I will read the chat as it is coming in. But I appreciate it all very much. Thank you so much, lads and lady lads. Thank you very much. Kiss. Right, I need to refresh my Twitter feed because I've been waffling for 20 minutes and I have not looked in a while. Never mind. Someone's ruined it. Like, look at this guy. CEF has just ruined it. Thank you, CEF, for your money. Jesus Christ. Let me crack on, bro. Enjoy the John badge. But thank you, CEF. Kiss, I do appreciate it a lot, mate. Love you, legend. Kiss. Thank you, CEF. I do appreciate it. I'm kidding. And welcome to the goods. Right. We have got some stuff to look at, baby. So, going back to Connor Chapo. Ipswich attacker Connor Chaplin's finalising his loan move back to former club at Portsmouth. Outstanding. Absolutely astute business from Pompey. Astute. Oh, I really like it, you know. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm going to be loading up Bet365, baby, and have a look at Portsmouth for an outside bet. And also, speaking of if anybody likes to flutter, then there's a link at the top of the description for Match Bingo. If you deposit £5, you get £10 for free, baby. And also a big thanks to OK Jersey, where you get it's fakes. I ain't gonna lie, baby, it's fakes. But if you're wanting some like retro Brazil or England gear, then that's the type of shit that I'm on. Like when England are next at World Cup and I'm rocking like 50 different tops, that's what I'm on. But links at the top of the description for both. Thank you very much. Right, anyway. Anything else? Midfielder Lewis Orford, John Steven, nah, not bothered. Matt Gui has completed his move back to Chelsea. Don't care. Salford, this fella. Load more nothing. Harry, oh god. Load of ass. Load of ass. Not enough as of right now to warrant me going AWOL. We'll just look through the other ones that have still happened. Luke Wolfenden hasn't happened yet. But we're not a million miles off that being a thing. Wickham have just put on deadline day. Here we go. What have they signed? Oh, we're still waiting. Well, we're probably waiting for half. I think we're waiting, lads, for probably half past for another wave of lads. You know what I think is going to... I think the 6 o'clock one is going to be mental. I think when we get to 6, that's when you're going to get quite a lot of things going on, I would say. Slimmer Shady. Shit. Thank you for the €2.50, my friend. Yeah, try and crack on now, you bastard. What? Oh, shit. Yeah, you gave me money and you've stopped me. How dare you? Thank you, Slimmer Shady. I appreciate it a lot. Kiss. Wow, you guys are that good. Right, let's have a look. To be fair, Peterborough have got Tom O'Connor from Wrexham on a season-long loan. That is actually quite good because Peterborough are shit. They are shit. Hold on, I'm being atted by... Oh, God, I'm being atted in stuff. This isn't good. Thing is, I can't show it on screen because I could be atted in somewhere and it could be some fella just swinging his dick round. So I can't trust Twitter. Hold on. Wait, what? So Salford have signed Daniel Udo from Wickham. He starts from every week, doesn't he? What? I don't know that one, fellas. That is a little bit... I don't know. I really, really do not know. Anyway, we'll move on with the things that we actually have got up here. And there's not many left, in fairness. Mark McGuinness, this is another one that could be quite a big mover from now till window closing in an hour and a half. I saw Mark McGuinness earlier. It was linked with someone else. Oh, let me get it up. I definitely saw him get linked to someone else earlier. Because obviously Sheffield United are linked with him now, the Luton fella. But I 1 million... Were it Ipswich? It were. Earlier today, they were linked with Mark McGuinness, which really just made no sense from an Ipswich point of view. Because why would you get rid of Wolfenden for £4 million, by the way, which is just so little for how good he actually is, and then go and spend probably £8 million at least on Mark McGuinness? They spent 10 million quid on him when they got promoted to Prem. Why, just why would they sell at a loss? I don't understand. Luton are absolutely minted. Like, they have got so much money And earlier on today, like everybody knows about the Phillips and Luton one earlier. But early, like that were yesterday. Earlier today again, this was maybe before Phillips put the thing on, because Phillips just can't leave now after putting that post on. But Luton have come in for Phillips and done today. So they've got stupid amounts of money. Like, it's crazy the amount of money that they've actually got. But let me look at Luton's transfers as a whole for this. We'll get fella back on again. So the ins, obviously they've been quite busy. And that's a lie, because a lot of them are question marks because they don't truly know. But they've only spent fees on 3 players. I think they've left it too late, Luton, for this. They've obviously got a very, very good team, and they're going to be right at top anyway. I'm not saying they're not going to. They're going to be right at the very top. There's just no way they're anywhere lower than 3rd, realistically, Luton. They've got a right side. But when you're letting go are a lot of these players who are on big wages anyway, you're getting fees for all these. You're probably looking at like £10 million worth of sales there, in that you don't even know. Because Alfie Doughty were a lot. Carlton Morris were a couple million quid. There's a lot going on. Luton just signed Ethan Archer. You're sending him back on loan though, aren't you? I think till January. I saw. There's a lot of sales here. Asgard as well. Kaminsky. Realistically, I think you're looking at about £15 million worth of player sales, plus another parachute payment from Premier League, plus a severe lack of money spent. Like Shaden Morris and Jerry Yates were about £3 million, to be fair, weren't it? Like, I think they probably sat on 10 million profit in sales, like net 10 mil from player ins and outs so far this window. They've got so much money. I just do think they've left it quite late. Because if they'd have come in, say if they'd have come in at start of transfer window, wait, maybe they've put £2 million down for Phillips and we've said no. But if they'd have come in at start of transfer window with £2 million, it'd have gone. And you'd have had him. If they'd have come in with I'll tell you what, if Barnsley had to sell DKD now, I think you are looking at outrageous amounts of money. But if you would have come in with £4.5–5 million at start of transfer window, it'd have probably gone as well. But if you're going for him this late, and you're going for a lot of players with an hour and a half left at deadline, you are going to pay a super premium price if you think you can get him. For anybody, for any player, anywhere, if you are getting a player off at line right now that's going to cost you some money, you're looking at a lot. You're looking at a massively hyperinflated price. Personally. Dr. Mute, thank you for the 5, my friend. No town propaganda to push today. Must say you lot were the better side on Saturday up the town. We were the better side. I'll tell you what, I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad that you said that, because we were the better side. I hope you also agree that it were a red card and it should be arrested, in fairness. But I do hope that you agree it were a red card. I don't know how McGoldrick got up afterwards. And how we come out for second half, I thought it'd definitely been subbed off. But yeah, I do think we looked the better side, even before red card. I think we were same against Bolton. We've had an hard start and we've come out to it really good. So I am very happy with Barnsley's situation currently. And I'll be even happier in an hour and a half. But Huddersfield, I won't be too disheartened. Like, you've got a lot of same profile of player which could make you struggle. But ultimately, you've got one of the best sides in the league. But thank you, Dr. Mew. I appreciate the 5 a lot, my friend. Shah, again, thank you for 5, mate. You should donate half your donations to the Barry Bannon Hair Transplant Fund. Poor fucker will be like small bone if he's to Wednesday. What, aren't he got enough brows? As little Wurzel Gummidge not got enough money, surely. You'd have thought he'd have had it done in this country, wouldn't you? Not like a turkey special. When he's been on like 30 grand for years on end at Wednesday. Oh, no, actually though. He's a Premier League standard player, isn't he? That's why nobody once has tried buying him. Oh, no, it's not to do with the fact that they get most money. Oh, my God, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? But I appreciate your 5, my friend. I appreciate your 5. Little Baz. Shit bag. Captain, leader, legend. I'm just a little tangent. Captain, leader, legend. You know that Ipswich meme where they're lifting invisible trophy up? From Championship to League One, twice. What a player. Build the statue. Thank you, Shah. Thank you very much, Joseph, as well. QPR had Edwards break down. At least I have Kone. I don't understand why Southampton would have sanctioned that anyway. Personally. Like, I don't understand why Southampton had allowed that to happen. Like, he's been on the bench, hasn't he? And I get that long-term vision, like, go and get him some game time. But you might as well just sell him at that point. If he's not going to get any Championship side, he's never going to get any team, is he? Might as well just sell him. Like, it cost him, what, 3 million quid, I think, from Peterborough, something like that. You get like £10 million now for someone like Ronnie Edwards. Pardon me, sorry. I just think it's crazy. Oh, and obviously it's broken down, so something's happened. But I think he should be starting for Southampton, me personally. And if anybody in Championship did get him, it'd be a quip. It'd be a very, very big quip. But I appreciate the two, my friend. I appreciate it a lot, Joseph. You are hashtag the man. But yeah, Mark McGuinness, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. Because also from a Sheffield United point of view, right? If they are to go and get him with an hour and a half left, why not just get Ben Mee? Why? Check Blade's Twitter. No. Oh, they're doing something. Who the hell's that? Ogbene! Oh, shit! Right, Ogbene to Sheffield United. Guys, there we land type shit. I'll tell you what, I can't even remember what Ogbene's best position is anymore. Like, he was a winger at Rotherham, weren't he? And I think he was mainly a winger at Ipswich, but they were putting him left, like, wing back all the time. So, I don't even know what his best position would be anymore. Like, he's played 10 games in the last year. What's the point? No, it's longer than that. What year are we in? 25, 26? Oh, yeah. Last season he played 10 games. What is the point? What's the point? Like, it was a very fast, direct winger. At Rotherham, he got 12 goal contributions. And that was for Team Rotherham or all teams. Obviously, went to Luton and it was quite good. Got his move to Ipswich. But, I don't know. I don't know where they're playing. Because I'm assuming they're going to put him on left wing. It'd be my assumption. So I'm just trying to... Oh, would Louis Barry... No, Louis Barry's left wing, isn't he? Maybe it's just squad depth. But I don't assume, like, if they've got him on a loan here, Sheffield United, which I'm assuming it is. They've obviously not announced it yet. They've not said. It's just showing him doing kick-ups. But if they've got him on a loan, you would assume that it's with the promise that he's going to get game time. Did his ACL? I can't remember, man. I'm lost. There's just so many things happening. It looked good until he did his ACL. Oh, but I'll tell you what, if you're like a tricky winger and you're like turning at sharp speeds, might kill his game a bit, that. Not think. He's on right. Okay, that's fair enough. So if they go Ogbene, it's realistically going to be then Ogbene, Campbell, Barry, with Ings off bench. But what, him at middle with Peck and O'Hare still. Poo-wee. Certified poo-wee. I'm just not convinced on Sheffield United's midfield and that they've got enough there to drag them through to January. I don't think they've got enough in middle of part to drag them through to January and think that they could be anywhere near the top. Personally. That is my humble opinion. But don't get me wrong, he's a good player. From what I can actually remember of him, he's a good player. It's just been that long. Do you know what I mean? It has just been that long. Hold on, we'll get another refresh going. Oh, it's just showing about Johan Visser who's going to wear number 9 at Newcastle. They've been robbed blindly, you know. Cannon is linked away to Preston. I've seen that as well. You know, I have seen that as well. Alex Matos will play 5 mil from Chelsea. Good point. I forgot about that one. There's too many happening, isn't there? You know when like you're trying to cover 4 leagues at once? There's just a lot going on and a lot that you miss. That Matos is quite a physical fella, though. You need a physical presence next to Peck in that setup. I agree. I do agree. Matos likes to get involved, though. I just don't know if they've got the... Is it fair to say experience at middle of park? Is that fair? From a defensive side of things? Like, Peck's still learning his trade. Arblas is coming back, though, in fairness. He'll not be long, will he? You'd think he's got like a month left at most. Otherwise, he's been out for absolutely ages. Bolton Journal, I believe a second outgoing deal is very close to being announced. Oh my God, inshallah. It might be time for the U-Reds. Holy shit. But I don't know with Sheffield. I mean, also, as well, if they are to sack Sellers, right, which now would make the most sense because you've got 2 weeks for an international break, a manager has got to come into a group of players where the players that have brought in have been brought in for Sellers. So Sellers is on phone going, yes, bro, come on, come to Sheffield United, we're going up. Oh, I'm getting sacked, by the way. Like, I think that's a lot. It's a lot to try and convince players of at once. When you've started so crap, I think the feel-good factor is just non-existent about Sheffield United. And I truly can't believe how fast they've just gone from one to other. From a side that was so close to promotion to now dead last and not even got a point or a shot, really. And oh, get him so far. You think you need a centre mid next to Peck? That Matos is probably going to play for you, I think. But I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of time still in there, realistically. An hour and a half is still quite a long time, so who knows. Dr. Mew, thank you again for the 5. I do appreciate it loads, mate. Goodman should have never been so far out, nor his leg. Feeney was there to defend. Red was deserved. Agree, my friend. Very much agree. I do think Lowe looks good for you, but I think defensively, I would be starting some other lads that you've got over Feeney. I think he looks quite young, personally. I think he looks like someone that certain strikers would just target, personally. I think he looks like the weak point in defence. And he's not even your lad, is he? He's on loan from Villa. So, personally, I would be looking to get him on bench if I were an Huddersfield fan. But I appreciate Dr. Mew. Thank you again, mate. I do love you very much. Luke, thank you for the 5. What do you make of our derby window? Have we any other incomings? I have no idea, mate. I'm not going to lie. It'll just be as and when something actually pops up that we speak about it. But I like Derby's window. You've chucked some brass about. I do just think, from your point of view, I worry about your defence and the pace of it, because there's none. Like, it's just non-existent, the legs in your defence. I think you miss, like, and Cashin weren't exactly fastest, but you're still missing that sort of lad, I think. Kellerman's a good player for you. I just don't know if he'd actually start for you. You're just packing your squad out, aren't you, Cardiff? But I do like Derby's window. I honestly do. I do think still you could do a fast defender, but that's probably it. I like you. I like your chance. And by chance, I mean like chance of maybe top half. You'll be absolutely nowhere near playoffs. But realistically, you can't expect to be. I don't think with the strength of some of the other teams in this division. Vodka, I'll tell you what, if this goes wrong direction in the next hour and a half, I'll be on a lot stronger stuff than vodka. You believe me. But thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. And Joseph as well, as always. Did you notice we have Norwich and Davis was good? When? When's he? Who? Where? I've missed that he's gone to QPR. I saw him linked, to be fair, but I completely... And he played. Okay. Right, well, he went there. I'll tell you what, I didn't even notice. I saw that he got linked, and as I've said before, our lasses family is Sheffield United fans, so we do a lot of talking about him. But I didn't even know he'd gone. I honestly didn't even know he'd gone. I don't rate him, personally. But maybe it's just because he was part of a honking defence anyway, so far this season. But I'm not going to lie, I just don't rate him, like, at all. But if QPR, you think he's good, certain teams get... Certain players are better suited to certain teams, aren't they? And I always go back to Barnsley as an example because it's the easiest way to do it. Like Ogbetter at Plymouth. They're saying he's worst defender of all time. He's such a shit left back. He's lightning for us. He's mint. Like, he's barely a left back in fairness. He's effectively a left winger. But he suits us at ground. And then I'm saying Peterborough fans, not Peterborough, I'm seeing Plymouth fans on Twitter saying like, oh God, we need a left back. We haven't got one. So, you know what I mean? It's just certain players are suited to different teams and find their home there. You look at McGoldrick, he didn't do anything until he found Sheffield United, really. It wasn't even that cracking for Ipswich. And then you're looking at one of EFL's best ever. Like, certain players just find their home eventually, don't they? But I appreciate it, Joseph. Benjamin, thank you for the 5. I do appreciate it a lot. Cal, thoughts on Oxford staying up still? Great point at weekend, but still work to do. Do you think we still need a hasty end to the window? I think you need a striker in next hour. That's what I think with Oxford. Like, I really like Eyup at back, which don't make much sense when you've conceded a fair few goals to start with. But I do really like your defence. And I'm not going to change my mind on it just because we're a couple games that start at year. I like Rowett and what he does. I like your middle at Park. I just think you're lacking firepower up top, Oxford. If you get a 9 in from now to 7, and I think you're more than fine. But, do you know what I mean? It's very reliant on if you actually do or not. I'd be inclined to see if you think you will. Like, have Oxford even been linked to any strikers? I saw that you were linked with Davis Keeley done on it early window, and I was laughing. Like, you've got some decent brass, but you ain't got that much brass for one lad. But I think you need to go and get a striker quickly. All 4 Oxford goals have come from set pieces. Exactly. It's not sustainable stuff like that. It ain't sustainable. But I want you to stay up. Don't get me wrong. I want you to stay up. And realistically, only 2 teams are getting relegated this season because Wednesday exists. And do I think Oxford will be one of the 2? I think you'll be close as of right now. I think you'll be close. But I like you in middle and defence. You've just not got enough up front for me. But I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, Joseph. Again, Borough won't win it if we keep Hackney. No. Don't get me wrong, you've done very well. You've got 4 strikers. Yeah, but none of them are good enough. Lancashire's alright from a little bit that I've seen. Like, and I mean, are you playing... Surely you're not playing Harris up top. Surely, to God, is more of a 10 in it. But I don't think Oxford have got enough. I'm not saying you've not got enough physical bodies. Like, obviously you have. But I don't think you've got enough quality there at top end at pitch for me. Whereas other teams, even sides down at bottom, I think have got strikers better than you. I think what's saving you is your defence in your middle and your manager, really, for me. But no, I don't think Middlesbrough have won the window. I would say, I swear down, I think Coventry are like really up there. And 3 that have come up, and probably Coventry, are doing really good stuff. I do think, though, one thing I would say about Middlesbrough, I think that fee that you've got for Azaz is brilliant. Because I think the bits that I've seen from Middlesbrough in the last like year, say, obviously when they're on telly mainly, and I can actually watch a full game. Obviously, you're no different stuff to me. You'll know a lot more about Middlesbrough than I will. But I think he can be quite greedy. Me. And obviously that's his job as a number 10 that's primary instinct is to create goals and score goals. You're going to have more shots in position where you probably shouldn't. But I think he took piss with it a couple of times. And I think he could work more as a team without him. Me. Personally. Fiend. But yeah, Wrexham definitely up there. Wrexham, Birmingham, Charlton, Cov, Pompey. Me, personally, in terms of a full window. But thank you, Joseph. Thank you, best bro, for the 2. No message, though. I will look for you, but I've not seen it unless it's gone blitzing past because chat's like going nuts. But I appreciate it for the 2, my friend. Riley, thank you for the 2. No interest in Russell or Kelechi. Win for anyone. I got told yesterday... Hold on, let me just have a sip. I got told yesterday, and I put it on Twitter. If anybody was to leave, big lads, they were going to be Russell. And that were even after the Phillips stuff come out. Like, I was getting told, like, Russell is probably the one that's going to leave, if anybody. I don't actually think he was even there at game on Saturday. Someone said, I don't know how true that is. That might be arse. So just take that as gospel. But yeah, I think Russell could be the one that goes, if anybody. But thank you very much for the 2, Riley. I don't know how I would deal with him with Carly either, me. Because obviously nobody wants him. And I can understand why, because apparently he's a cock. Well, cock in terms of professionalism, not as a fella. I'm sure he's a great bloke, but just doesn't turn up on time, just rocks up late, do you know what I mean? So, who knows? But thank you for the 2. Harry, thank you for the 5. Thoughts on Mengi to Burnley? Don't get it as a Burnley fan when we need a rate back. I've not even seen that link, mate. I've actually not even seen that linked. Russell there on bench. I know. Well, yeah, true, actually. I don't know who was saying that then. I've not seen it. Not seen it. Why did you... I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. My head's a bit frazzled. I appreciate it, Harry. Like, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But my head's a little bit frazzed. Not gonna lie, baby. My head's a little bit frazzed. I saw that you're after that Florentino Luis, though, Burnley, from Monaco. Absolute wonder kid on Football Manager, so he's going to be wicked. Thank you for the 5. CF, he has now topped me up to £70,000, everybody. Thank you for the 20 bags. New predictions for Auto's relegation in Championship and League One. I will do that. I'll tell you what, I might do it as a video, but I'll tell you in an hour and a half. But as of right now, Auto's Championship, I'm still saying Ipswich Birmingham. And Auto's League One, I'm not going to do relegation size because it's not fair as of right now. Auto's for League One, Luton Barnsley. But thank you, CEF, my dear boy. Right, done deal. Also, El Canoes has gone from Leicester to Stuttgart. Now, this is mainly, obviously, there are going to be Leicester fans in that in here, but there are going to be Leeds fans in here. And I just want to say, it's the nearly men with Leeds all season. They've been after El Canoes, Hamer, about 70 different fellas from other top divisions. And I think what they're trying to sell, I think what Leeds are trying to do to sell it to players to come. Because Leeds, surely financially, can outperform Stuttgart. I know they've got Europe, but I'm not being funny. Premier League just wipes out any non-winner from a different league, personally, I would say. I think Leeds are trying to sell it to players like, well, we're Leeds, so we're going to be at Premier League. We belong at Premier League, we're Leeds. Not realising that Stuttgart can just go, well, we've got Champions League football and probably going to offer you more brass. And we're not going to be at Championship next season. I think Leeds are struggling to sell it to players that can actually survive. Whereas Sunderland are actually making them sort of busy moves. You know what I'm saying? But I would say from a Leicester point of view as well, I think this is a poor sale. Like the amount, I think they could have got more for him really. But the amount of players that these have lost, obviously they've still got loads of quality. I'm not saying they've not. Outrageous abundance of squad depth and quality still within that team. But they've lost a lot of guys here. They've lost a lot of guys, and it's a lot of the better ones as well. And obviously, they've generated a lot of money from it. You're looking at something like 50 million quid off the top of my head. If I can't be asked counting it, but it's something like 50 million quid. But losing a lot of players there. I do slightly worry about the squad depth. Leicester's. I'm gonna have a quick look at what they did on Saturday. Oh no, it was Friday night, weren't it, against Birmingham when they won. But I want to know what their subs were for this. Like, they had that fella called Page was starting, that young lad. On bench, they've got Patson Daka, Faz, Monga, that young lad, Ben Nelson, Pereira, Thomas and Winks. Ugh. Like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Guys, I don't know, but I think they've let a lot of players go at once. A lot of players go at once. Now, oopsie, I don't have that one shown. Let me get the Reds back up. So far, if we get McAtee in the next 10 minutes, I am finna bust. Okay? I am finna bust. We have done a nice. Hold on, I'm just looking at Shrewsbury. Have got someone on loan from Peterborough. No, I'm not. Come on, fella. We're not interested in that shit. I'm just looking at some other stuff. People are saying at 6 Barnsley are going to announce something, so I might just leave it till then to go into depth on us. Because I don't want to just want to sit here and non-stop speak about it. Barnsley are announcing someone at 6. Well, I'll tell you what that means then. I'm just going to go... How do I go about this? If that is true, if everybody's saying it at once, then I know it's true. Because I was, you know what, I can't say that. Well, yeah, I can. I was asked to go in a group chat where they would announce, where they would tell certain people 10 minutes before, effectively, that something's going to happen. With the idea that if you go in it, then you can't repeat it, effectively, and you can just prepare content for this. So if they just said, like, if someone's been putting a group chat now, like, 10 minutes, we're going to announce that XYZ is signed, but then I can't say anything about anything else, so it just made no sense for me to go in, so obviously I said no. But I imagine that means that we're about to announce a certain fella. And if we are, holy shit, baby! If we are, oh my god, I'm going to start with the crazy. Boys, I'm going to start with the crazy talk. And you think I've been crazy before? Me bumbo! We're going to get crazy to new heights right now, bitch. Holy shit. Right. Freddie, thank you for the 2. What do you make of Donny's window? I mean, you know what I would say? You've just been promoted from League 2. I would be mainly focusing on players that you could potentially lose as opposed to lads that you could bring in. And I am very impressed, and I'm not going to lie, surprised that you have kept Molyneux. I'm so surprised. It's still an hour and 8 minutes, but there's been nothing linked. I'm so surprised that you've kept him. I think Donny have moved like a proper side and said, if you want him, but you're not having him for £1 million. I want 3. And you should be doing that. Don't get me wrong. You should be doing that, and I rate that massively. Because that is what we would do. That is what I would want us to do if it were our player. Obviously, Luke Molyneux is not a £3 million player at all. But to Donny, he is. Because if you sell him, you might go down. And that's worth more than £3 million. Getting relegated to League 2. So you've got to put stupid price tags on your players that have got long times left on the contract. That teams with more money, when you look at the amount that trickles down through this division, and you look at the amount that Huddersfield have spent, for example, spending £3 million on Joe Taylor. If he's worth £3 million to Huddersfield, then Molyneux is worth £3 million for you. So I like Donny in terms of the players that they've kept. You've kept that McGrath as well. You turned down 500 grand, I think, from him at start at window. You are doing a nice, my friend. Incomings, yes, I'll tell you what, I couldn't even name after him, to be fair. I like that loan that he brought in the other day, actually. He looked alright. But I won't be that arsed on the incomings. I'd just be focusing on keeping your players and solidifying yourself. You've had a good start to this season, so have Bradford. But I think just solidify yourself in this league. Don't try and run before you can walk. Do you know what I mean? Keep your best lads, build on it year on year. Not everybody can do what like Ipswich have done in recent years or Wrexham. You've just got to build normally, like a normal club, when you're not backed by multi-billionaires. But I think you've had a good window, personally. I think you've had a good window, Freddie. I'd be happy if I were a Donny boy. I'll tell you what, I'd be having a party in my caravan if I were a Donny fan. Joseph, thank you for the 2. Dieng deal just collapsed. Oh dear. Cooper recalling Jan, please. I don't think so, buddy. I'll tell you what. I don't think so, buddy. No. No. I hope that if we're up and around, say if we're pushing for autos big time, I hope Cooper turns around and said, I want to stay here and go up. Like Louis Barry did at Stockport before. Like, surely I would think that you're going to go, no. Why? I'm going to come back and have to fight for my spot. I want to stay here and get promoted. I want to get a promotion on my belt at the age that he is and the experience that gives. I would hope Cooper does that. Please God. And hopefully if we go up, we'll just buy him. If we go up and we buy Cooper and Vickers, we're going to Prem, personally. But I appreciate it, Joseph, and I really hope that you just grow up in terms of Cooper. Will, thank you for the 2. Think when window shuts, Reading can get playoffs. Not a chance, mate. QPR just signed a new keeper. Well, apparently they're going to get Dieng and he got called off. I think Reading will be approximately... I mean, they'll be at least 5 places off. I think you could maybe get top half Reading, but there's too many different positions that you're lacking in severely, where other teams are much more complete than you are. Obviously, you've got like Lewis Wings and these type of lads, but I don't know. I think you're still quite a way off in terms of your width. Me, Reading. But you'll still be fine, and I think ultimately you've got a club, so I'd just be happy for now and try and build on it. But I don't think you'll be close to it, Will. I've got to tell you. I think you're quite far off. Brett, I appreciate it a lot, my friend. $10, bro. Holy shit, man. Thank you for 10. I really do thank you much. I thank you long time. Kiss, love you long time. Thank you for the 10. Love your videos, mate. No, I love you. At this point, what do you think is the more likely scenario? This could be good. Wednesday staying up or the ham sandwich coming back to United? I think Hamsani going back would be the more likely. He's on about Wilder, by the way. I think Wilder going back would be more likely, but that still ain't happening. Like, no way. I have seen, like, internal people at Sheffield United, if they do sack Sellers, are looking at Cooper and Danny Roll, which would be mad. If Danny Roll was there, that would be absolute cinema, my friend. That would be absolute cinema. But no, I don't think either of those things happen. I think Wednesday will get about 15 points. And I don't think Chris Wilder will go back to Sheffield United for a couple managers spell. He probably will go back at some point, don't get me wrong. Because I can't see him managing anywhere else, is the thing. He's so all in on Sheffield that I can't imagine him going somewhere else and being able to keep that to himself. But yeah, I would say Wilder's more likely, but I don't think either will happen. I just want Roll to go to United, maybe a right laugh. That'd be so funny. But thank you, Brett. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. TJ, thank you for the 6. Apparently Tyler Roberts joining Stags on loan from Birmingham. We were at Northampton, weren't we, last season, so I assume that's the level that they assume that he is, like a bottom 12er. I mean, I like it, for Mansfield. They've scored a lot of goals anyway. I'm not even sure he'd start for you, but it's good bench option. It's good depth. It's a very good depth. But I appreciate it, TJ. Thank you. Kiss. I appreciate the 6. Boys, there's been a lot of, and girls, there's been a lot of donations so far. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Oh, hold on. I'm getting that comment up because it's funny. Sorry, mate. I'm not even going to try to announce your name. But why did Stockport take O'Keefe on loan from Barnsley? He is shit. I told you. He's shit, isn't he? He is shit. He can't defend. He can't attack. Corey O'Keefe, our wing back. He is arse. And I'll tell you what, after getting Tenai Watson in on a free, oh, God. Wow, a right back that can defend and just does simple stuff right. It's like, oh my, it's just best thing ever. It's like I've discovered fire. I actually can't believe that there are wing backs and full backs out there that can defend the box. It's mental. But he is shit. Corey O'Keefe. Your problem now, mate. Your problem now. But but thank you, TJ. I just want to say thank you again, mate. I do appreciate it a lot. James Reed coming to Charlton and Dacho for final linked. Thank you for the 2. I've seen that with James Reed, God, I've got some stories about that fella. Anybody that we were right at the start when I started YouTube. Oh. Wow, we had some stories to tell back then, didn't we? But thank you, Ute. It'd be a good signing, though. He's a good player. Regardless of what else he might be, he's a good player. But thank you for the 2. Will, thank you for the 5. What would you rank Baggy's window if we got Charlie Taylor, Benson, the fella from Burnley, and George Afit along with others? P.S. Metham and Phillips, best centre-backs in the league. I rate it, I were wondering, actually, how Mason would go about his business. I didn't know whether he'd go for, like, much more experienced lads to sort of help him in his first season, because that's what Urian did as well. Like, Urian has brought a couple older boys that he knows to sort of help him in and around that. It's his first managerial job, Mason, end of day. So you're not just immediately going to come in and be like, yep, piece of piss. I know this, and this, and this. It's such a good laugh. Like, you're going to struggle in certain aspects of managing when it's your first job. So I'm not surprised that he's brought a lot of experience in with players like Metham and Phillips. But I like West Brom's window. I think you're cooking something up, Will. I'll tell you that. I think you are cooking something up. I appreciate the 5, though. Kiss, thank you very much, legend. Owen, thank you for the 2. We might be signing Aidan Marsh. Is he any good? I like him because he's a Barnsley boy. and he grafted and he tried. I just don't think he were. I don't think he were built for men's football at the time. He could have probably been sent out on loan earlier. But still a kid. Like he will grow into something. And I'll tell you what, if you've had George Miller before, haven't you? And he's absolutely fucking dog shit. So Marsh is miles better than him. But I appreciate the two. I just say give him time. You need. I hope you've got some experienced forwards up front that can sort of help him and guide him through. But he knows where net is. When he actually gets a chance, he knows where net is. Owen. So I appreciate the two, my friend. Boca's Games, thank you for the 5. If Pompey get Chaplin, potential dark horse of championship. I did say that in my EFL review earlier, and I stand by it now. If they get him, and they've got a front three of Murphy, Chaplin, and Bishop, they're on a summit. They're on a summit big time. But I appreciate the 5, my friend Kiss. Thank you, Boca's Games. Love you. And Walshy, thank you for the 2. Is a cuff signing too much to ask for? You've done all right, though, and you're keeping a lot of your best players, aren't you? Like Radoni and Wright and all them boys. So if you keep them, then you're fine. But I will just go and look at I want to look at the Barnsley thing. So thank you, Walshy and Bow and Bokers and Owen and Will. Thank you, everybody. I love you so much. Right. Kiss. Let's get the hell in here. Let's get the hell in there. Holy shit. Right. I'm not going to check it. I'm not going to look at my DMs because something crazy will pop up. Oh. Loan signing of Derby. What's the point? I mean, like, fair enough. He's not going to play like, is he? But feels a bit. Oh, it's very our owners, you know. It's just very cheap, innit? A loan, like his wages. Like, I'm not going to write him off. He's got last name Rooney, so we've got a chance sorted for him at least. But he's going to be so low on wages that I think that's probably the reason that we've done it. I do think that is probably the reason. But I am going to like. Hold on. People are saying he's actually good. Is he? Am I going crazy? Is he like really? I mean, fair dude. Like, I'll tell you what. If people truly think he's good, then I'll have it. People saying he ain't bad. He's a good player. He's mint. Is it seriously? He's actually good. People are saying he's solid. Real. Actually real. Have we done all right there? I'll tell you what, nice. Yes, boys. Love that shit. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, sold. I love him, mate. Best player I've ever seen. Honestly. Tell you what, when I've seen Jake Rooney play before, oh, God, he's a baller, that guy. Rooney. I'll take that. Seriously, I'll take that. If we get that up at line, if we get Jake Rooney and McAtee up at line, thank you very much. Thank you very much, but that would be... Hold on, how many loans we got there? 3. That'd be all 5 of us loans. You're banking on going up there. If you got 5 loans and a lot of them are going to play a lot of minutes, you're banking on going up. Especially when some other lads are like McGoldrick's chuffing 90. So he's got, what, max a year left after this one. It's Rooney's nephew. Oh my God, Rooney! Nice, boys. It's Rooney's nephew. Now say sorry for all the nasty things you said about Derby. No. Is he tall? Yeah, that'd be... We're not getting Jordan Thomas Ellis, there's no way. Would have been... Is Rooney's cousin. McAtee ain't going anywhere. I saw that we're linked, though. Come on, guys. Like, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. I'm getting scared now. This stuff's starting to... I think we're going to the squeaky bum period. Me. I think the bums are starting to squeak. There's not... I'll tell you what, there's not been a lot announced at 6, has there really? Bradford have agreed to sign Tom McIntyre on loan from Pompey. Don't mind that at all, you know. That's good, that. That's good. Pompey... What? Pompey getting him stick? I don't mind Tom McIntyre. What? Am I going crazy? Tom McIntyre, when he were at Reading, were a good player. I don't know why that's not going down well. I hope you're joking. Zach, you better be kidding me. In fact, Ruben, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate the 2. Just admit you want the aura like us to get Chaplin. Mate, I'd kill someone for Connor Chaplin. Are you joking? He got shoved out for no reason. Well, he got shoved out because we had a fat doorball in charge of us at the time. Not manager, I mean like football men at top. Oh, God, Conway. Oh, God, fat, ugly. Oh, God, I want to eat him. But yeah, he got shoved out at Barnsley when he was so good for us. I would love him at Barnsley, and I would love him for you. I'll tell you what, if he were going anywhere, I'd want it to be Portsmouth. But I want him to go home and enjoy his football, chappers. Great boy. But I appreciate the 2, my friend. Zach, if this is real, you are in a world of trouble. Like an absolute world of trouble. Posh Zach says, D-Max says business is done at Posh and you've got no striker in. Oh, goodness me. If this is your transfer window, unfortunately, my friend, you are going to Scunthorpe. That is what I would say. Peterborough, it's been a blast. I'll tell you what, the amount of time we've spent in this division together. Well, we've been in Championship and League One together for the longest, haven't we? We've been pals for a long time. You are going out the back door, my friend. You fellas are in trouble town. How? Right, let's look at the players that they've got rid of first. That's a fantastic sale. I will stand by that till day I die. That's an incredible sale, getting that much for him. Poku, gone. Jade Jones, gone. Cipriano, gone. This is a side that finished about 19th, some dog shit last year. Poku, Jade Jones, Cipriano, Mothersill, all gone. Jed Steer, gone. You've brought in players that I've looked at so far and think, you know what, he's actually got something about him. I'm assuming Ben Woods will be alright because it's decent, to be fair. Keeler, maybe. End of list. I am terrified for you. Who is your striker then? Because he's going out to Shrewsbury. Who? No way. No way this is all you've got up front. This is all you've got up front. Oh, no. What you got on bench? I don't even recognise these fellas anymore. Lolos as well, to be fair. But, like, Jesus Christ, really? This is what you're relying on? Like, someone who were good in National League South and had one good season for Crawley. This is what we're relying on, really, to get you out of this league. Or to stay... No, not even... Hold on! Not to get you out of this league, God forbid. This is what you're relying on to keep you in the league. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. Zach, it's been nice knowing you, mate. It really has. You have been a loyal servant to this channel. You've been a loyal friend. But we ain't covering League 2 content for no man, unfortunately. So, it's been nice knowing you. I'll hopefully see you in a few years. But next season, there will be a full league, like, sandwiched between us both. Because we're obviously going that way. And you're out at back door, mate. Unlucky. But I appreciate the 2, Zach. You boys are in trouble. Sam, thank you for the 2. Elliot Moore released by Oxford. Captain gone. Really? Man, there's just so much happening. There's just so much going on. That is crazy. 6 years. I mean, surely you must have a replacement lined up, Sam. Surely to God. You must have a centre-back lined up. Surely. Ooh. Tell you what, when I'm looking through these, oh my God, there's so much happening. I'm just reading through some of the ads that I've been tagged in. Oh no. Oh, there's something funny, boys, to show you all. There's something funny. But thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. I just hope you've got a replacement for him. I know you've got a lot of experience anyway, but you should be okay. I just hope you've got a replacement lined up. Bradley, thank you for the 2. Do you think Ipswich are going up? Yes, my opinion has not changed on that. My opinion has not changed. Despite a slow start, and apparently everybody likes saying that there's been crap, all Ipswich fans, I still think you will be fine and right at top. But thank you for the 2. You'll be alright, mate. Just believe. Believe. Delude yourself. Joseph, thank you for the 2. Again, announced we released callback would be on Real League 1. QPR. I don't know where he'd go, though. He's not got legs for some of these sides that are going to be at top, I don't think. You know where? He'll end up at somewhere like Lincoln. Callback. That'd be my guess, like, immediately. Someone like that. A Lincoln or a... Ooh, who else is in that sort? I could see him at Stevenage, to be fair. He might be a bit of a London boy. He's not going to go in at Luton, no chance. Stevenage on Brink. Maybe Leighton Orient. One of them. I could see him staying in London. Because he's not been there too long. Has he been there that long, callback at QPR? I can't remember when he went there now. I'm lost, mate. I'm lost. But I appreciate the 2 as well, my friend. Right, let's get this shit up. Holy moly. Is everybody ready for a laugh? This is one of best journos, South Yorkshire, by the way. All planned incoming transfers at Sheffield Wednesday are on the brink of collapse. Understand at the 11th hour, the EFL have once again vetoed all attempts to sign players today, despite huge efforts from Henrik Pedersen and his recruitment team to add to the squad. Lined up were Man United's Amas and Man City's Heskett. There were also the possibility of at least 2 other players from Premier League clubs. So I'll say that Pedersen's pictures were instrumental in getting any deals over the line, despite the fact that the Owls were being able to contribute a penny to any wages due to EFL stance. This now ain't going to change until Chairman Chansiri commits to satisfying the EFL questions regarding his funding of the club, which will literally never happen. Oh boy. These boys. Yeah. Wednesday, I think you boys in trouble. In case it weren't like glaringly obvious, I think you might be in a spot of bother. Unfortunately. Hold on, Transfer Galaxy's on one. No, it's just the Rooney stuff. Come on. Joy inside might be leaving from Donny. Hull have signed somebody. I'm just going to get it up. Hold on. Oval signed. I'll just put him on screen because I ain't got a clue. Amir Hadziahmetovic. Not got a clue. I'm very, very Hull in it. I ain't got a clue, mate. Scott Banks has gone to Blackpool on loan from St. Pauli. No idea. I can't believe Peterborough have like... Oh, God. Peterborough in so much trouble. Like, so much trouble. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. I'll tell you what. We've had enough shit for like a number of years, Barnsley, so... I can laugh. I can laugh at teams. You know what I mean? I can laugh. Luke, thank you for the 5. Middlesbrough just released Tom Glover and signed a new keeper instantly. Why are teams releasing people at 6? What's going on? Why is it getting to 6 o'clock and now? What is it? Last throw it dies. We'll pay you off now because we need the money freed up to be allowed to sign these. Is that the situation that everybody's in? It's mental what is going on. I appreciate the 5 again, Luke. Thank you very much. But mate, there's some stuff going on here. There is some stuff going on. Thank you, Luke. Again, I appreciate it a lot, mate. Middlesbrough, I'll tell you what. Maybe I was wrong all this time. Maybe Edwards is the man. Maybe he is the man. Ow, my knee. Happening at Rovers, I've not seen a great deal, mate. I saw some of your like in the know guys saying Blackburn were like on a Madden earlier, but I've not seen anything actually done so far. Scrolling through. To be fair, Peterborough got like Tom O'Connor in from Wrexham, which is a good deal. That is a good deal. There's not a lot else being announced at the minute, or things that journalists are actually repeating. Just having to scroll through. They've got someone from Wrexham, Peterborough, Jacob Mendy. I don't even know. No idea. Literally, I have not got a clue. Everybody's on about the Jake Rooney fella. Gundogan's gone to Galatasaray. What the hell? Where's McAtee? Where is Young Blood? Where is McAtee? George, thank you for the 2. Lincoln have had a decent deadline day. I don't even know. Mate, I'm gonna be real, I don't even know. Lincoln transfers. Like, I remember the big ones. But in terms of like remembering everybody's stuff that's happening, there's like 1,000 things that's happened since I've started live. There's just too many things going on. What have we even got? Let me refresh the Championship and League One stuff. See if I've missed anything. Adam Reach's gone to Lincoln today. That's quite a good one for the experience that he gives you. To be fair, I'm on transfer market, but it does go behind a little bit. Stefan Negu's gone to Bristol Rovers. How? How have Bristol Rovers pulled that off? I get they're going off a game time, but I'd have had him at Barnsley. Any other stupid ones going on? Not as of right now that I can immediately see. I am just glad that there's been no clear-cut links to any big lads going from Reds. That's all I'm glad at the minute. But I appreciate it for the 2, George. Thank you, my friend. Thoughts on Will Alves to Huddersfield Town? I can't even remember seeing him play. I recognise the name, obviously, from Leicester, from Football Manager and that, but I can't remember much about him, if I'm being completely real. Off the top of my head like that, I can't remember, mate. But thank you, George. I appreciate it. Isaac, thank you for the 2. Saints linked with Issa Doumbia and Leo Skita. Bro, come on. I can't even remember people with English names. Near mind these fellas. I have no idea who them are. Issa Doumbia, like, rings a bell. But Leo Skinsa, I ain't got a clue. But thank you, Isaac. Nonetheless, I appreciate it, my friend. Shut up, Joseph. There's no way. Juan, thank you for the 2. Thoughts on Swans transfers? Oh, you jack bastards. All right, sorry, that nearly caught me off guard then. Let's have a look. Swansea transfers. I like them from earlier at Winder. Like, obviously, when you brought in Cameron Burgess and Gal Brave, they were, like, really good at the time. Santos on a free as well, that were earlier at Winder. Oh, they even brought in, like, recently. That Inus has been there for a while. But have you even done up today, Swans? I like your business. I do think you can be slightly... I think you look slightly light up front, I would say. Ever so slightly. Just a little bit slightly, I think you could be light up front. But other than that, I think you're dandy. Swansea, personally. But thank you for the 2, Juan, very much. TJ Taikyo, thank you for the 2. Blackburn fire sale, all experience must go. Yeah, but that's not very Ismail, that. He still lacks a bit of knowledge on his pitch. Like, we were very much a young side. Again, just running back to Barnsley because of Ismail and us. But we had a very young team, and that's what we've done for years on end. Just buy young ones in and then sell them on. But he brought Solbauer in, some like 32-year-old Austrian centre-back, and he just made everything click. So you still need experience, or you can't play the way that he wants you to. I don't think. But I appreciate the 2. I'll tell you what, we're looking at teams that could maybe go down. I know you've had an hard start and you've done all right in some games, but the amount of quality that you're losing and other teams are picking up, Blackburn, I think, will slide down a lot from last season. But I appreciate it, my friend. I really do appreciate it. If I refresh and I see DKD has got a bid for Middlesbrough, I am going to tweak out. You will never, ever see tweaking like it. If I swear down, if we sell him now, you will never see me again, ever. And I mean it as well. You'll never ever see me again. I will retire on the spot. I'm gonna have a look. Keeler, done. This better be a gag. There's nothing. Set of dogs, honestly. Honest to God, boys. Honest to God. Hold on, I'm just scrolling the web still, lads, just seeing what the hell's going on. So we've got 40 minutes left. Oh, we're so nearly safe. But we're having out of time now, Barnsley. So if we could start announcing some lads, it'd be great. Ethan Archer, we've spoken about that, haven't they? They've sent him back out to Cheltenham for the rest of the season. Swansea trying to sign Burnley winger Manuel Benson. I saw Derby were in for him earlier and somebody else. That'd be a really good pickup for anybody that actually does get him. Sterling's going to be stuck at Chelsea, apparently. Oh, God, there is some funny stuff going on in there. There is some funny things that you see on this shit. Oliver, thank you for the 2. Thoughts on Watford's window linked to a centre-back and a right-back. You've picked up towards end. And I like you going forward, you know. I just think defensively you can be a bit suspect. And it's the fear of the unknown with me in terms of your situation. Just based on the unknown of the manager and unknown of whether said owner's going to back the manager. You just never know, do you? You literally never know where you're lot. So that's what I was scared about, plus the amount of teams that are just building something and seem quite stable, whereas Watford just don't. But I think going on, you've got better. But I appreciate the 2, Oliver, my dear friend. And Liam, for the 2, Barnsley are shite. Way. I'll see you at Oatwell next year, my friend. Thank you for the 2. I will see you at the Well next year. I swear David McGoldrick has been to every Yorkshire club except us Blues. Who the hell is Blues? Oh, Wednesday. No, he's only been at Barnsley and Sheffield. That's it. No, he's been to Wednesday. One McGoldrick out Wednesday when he was younger. On loan. I swear down. Charlton favourites to sign Datro Fofana from Chelsea. If that's right, that's mental. If Datro Fofana, I know he's been linked with Championship, but if a newly promoted League One side can come in and take Datro Fofana, who they paid a lot of money for, mental. Pompey doing bits, mate. Pompey doing bits, and they'll be doing even more bits if they announce Chappers. Have they done it yet? I have just had a message that I believe confirms to me that Dunn won't be going anywhere. But I'll tell you in a minute. But I think that message means that he ain't going nowhere. Inshallah. Sweet. Have it done it? What? Can't remember that. Luton are getting Al Khamadi. I'll tell you what as well, it's for £3 million that I saw. Mental, mate. Cannon to Preston is apparently off. Preston have been linked with some lads, you know, this window. They have been linked with a lot of fellas, haven't they? Just having another look. Exclusive is back on. Sunderland have agreed to deal with Ajax for Bertrand Traore. Okay. Charlton have now emerged as favourites to land Chelsea forward Datro Fofana. That's what I've just said. Ahead of Preston. So Preston have gone for him as well. If we announce McAtee, I'm going to absolutely bust. Hibs are in talks with Birmingham for Lyndon Dykes. How? I'll tell you what. We're at 22 minutes past 6. How can you be in talks now? You ain't got time to talk. There's no time to talk. Surely you're just going to get it done immediately. How can you talk to someone now? By the time somebody's picked phone up, it's done. Ain't got time to talk. Oh my God. Who's leaving it this late to start speaking to somebody? You're an alien. That's pure Looney Tunes behaviour. If you are leaving it till 22 minutes past 6 to start looking for someone, then you're an idiot. An absolute idiot. Tom, thank you for the 5. Thoughts on Fours and Chrissy to Bolton. Think you'll get McAtee, unfortunately. You know what? Let me get this up. Where is it? The thing that I would say with this deal that looks like it's probably going to happen now, and I appreciate your 5, by the way, like, quite a lot. Thank you. Love you very much. I think your income is very good. Like Christie and Fours, top draw. Your squad level is mental. I do think the depth that Bolton have got is crazy. But this, from your point of view, from a Bolton fan's point of view, I would be livid if you were going to get rid of McAtee and give him to us. Bolton bought McAtee for £1 million based on McAtee at Barnsley. That's what they bought him off. His performances for us. You've bought him, played him in a different position and a different system that doesn't suit him, and then you're going to loan him back out to a direct promotion rival. There'll be no obligation to buy, by all sounds. You're going to loan him out to us, strengthen us, knowing what he can do for us, and it benefits you in no way. I don't understand. I do not understand the Bolton mindset of this. You know the Plymouth one with Ogbeta, for example, and people are going to bring that up. That makes more sense from a Plymouth point of view because he's got a year left on his deal, so he will not play for Plymouth again. He's done. They've effectively said, we're probably paying all of his wages. It's effectively a loan. No, it's effectively like the end of his contract for Plymouth. So you can understand that for Ogbeta. They don't rate him. They wanted to get rid of him. That's fine. He's never going to play for you again. Happy days from your perspective, even though he's been really good for us. He's still got years left on his deal at Bolton. It makes no sense to loan him to us from your POV. Like, surely you would just sell him. Even though you're going to take him at a loss. If he comes in as a blinder for Barnsley, we're not paying £1 million for him. Ain't no way. There's no way we are paying £1 million for him. Not a chance. So you're going to lose money on him regardless. You might as well just sell the fella now and cut your losses. Because no one is paying £1 million for him. Personally. But I appreciate the 5. I like your incomings. This, from my perspective, looking at you, is just daft, though. The fact that you're going to let him go to us and strengthen us is just daft. It is daft as hell. God, there's a lot of people live, isn't there, for this? God, I tell you what, Connor's got 3.5k watching him for Leeds stuff. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Morgan, thank you for the 5, my darling boy. If Pompey get Charlton, Ulmer from Palace and keep Murphy, do you think we could sneak into playoffs? I'm looking at your fixtures. Hold on. I'm looking at your fixtures. So you've started well, and your away side of things look like you might have got a grip on your sends away now. But you've got Southampton next. Oh. Well, I'm going to watch on for that, actually. Shit, I'll tell you what, I am giddy for that shit. I'll tell you now. That's the proper derby. None of this Steel City shite. That is a derby. I'll watch that. Oh, but I think you'll get something there. I don't know. Obviously got Wednesday at home, Ipswich away. You've got Leicester away soon, then Cov. You've got Middlesbrough. There's no doubt in my mind, and I've got complete faith in you at home. Like, just based on the long-term aspect of Portsmouth and how good they've been for a while, Pompey. If you get Chaplin in and keep Murphy, I just think the thought of Chaplin, Murphy, Bishop is crazy. Like, that is a serious front three, that. I think you're genuinely looking at, like, a playoff standard front three there. Middle at Park, I'm slightly worried for you. I think against the better sides, especially away, is where you could maybe start losing games. Like, you lose battle in Middle at Park, I think. And away slightly worries me for you. But I think at home, you keep your own form up, you bring Chaplin in, and you're even half decent away from home, and I think you'll be top half at least. I think, I'll tell you what, I'll be rooting for you. You bring Chaplin in before 7 o'clock in next half an hour. I will buy a Pompey shirt. I will root for your Millwall top at list, but I'm coming for Portsmouth and Bristol City in terms of how much I like you. I'm rooting for you three boys. Good on you. But thank you, Morgan. I appreciate it, and I hope for your sake, yeah. I really do. Kevin Nagel, DKD, looking tasty. Shit. First time I've heard from this fella. Wow. Woof. Thanks for 2, Kev. You're missing like 5 zeros on end if that were you. But I appreciate it, my friend. I do appreciate it a lot. Hold on, there's stuff happening, apparently. There is stuff going on. I'm being messaged. It's never good. Boys, DKD, safe. Come on. DKD, hashtag safe. Hold on. Apparently, this summit with Bolton and McAtee, the one which has been in the pipeline all afternoon, has been pushed on a little, and then hearing that it might not be the end of business, so stand by or sleep in your beds. So it might be later than we think in terms of them actually announcing it. They might not announce it like now, effectively. I'm hoping the Barnsley are going to do something soon. Transfer Galaxy has in fact spoken. Transfer Galaxy has put the I don't know, whatever it's called. What's it called? A timer, an egg timer. He's put that on. So I think Barnsley are going to be doing something quite soon. I would hope. I'm just having another look through because there's 2 minutes till half past, and I think that'll be the second last big splurge in terms of things being announced. Just having a look again. Oh god, I'm shitting my pants now. I know. To be fair, Barnsley looks safe now. Barnsley looks safe. Oh my god, we're doing it, baby! This is the one. Holy shit, this is the one. Are we actually doing it? I think we're doing it. I think the Reds are back. The good times are hashtag back. Like, I've been told Dunn's safe, definitely. Phillips just put that thing on Instagram, so he's definitely not going to leave. Connell, there's been no interest in him anyway, after the Wickham stuff died down. There's not even anything on Russell at the minute. Are we going to, if we get this Jake Rooney fella from Derby and McAtee over line, mate, are we back? Are we actually back? Oh my god! Oh. I can't show that, but oh my god, yes! Mate, I hope you've seen me. Mate, I hope you are watching this right now. I hope you are. You're gonna get some voice notes from me after this. That is the best message I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, I'll tell you what, lads. Next week, I'll tell you. Or I'll tell you in a couple of days. I can't tell you this right now because it is so bait. It's unbelievable. But there's a funny old message that I will tell you about in due time. Next live that I do, I'll tell you. But I can't tell you it right now. Funny, 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 funny. Wow. Yeah, Dunn ain't leaving for no man. Let's put it that way. Dunn ain't leaving for Nish. Oh, God. What a life, baby. What a life. More life. More life. Say it. Thank you for the 5. Getting nervy now. Looking like we get Patrick Roberts on lock. You're nervous. Why the Birmingham fan nervous? Sounded like one then. Why is a Birmingham fan nervous? You've got best squad ever. Like, you must be in a great place. I know, obviously, like, yeah, you probably do need a winger, don't you? I've seen a lot of your fans saying that you're crying out for someone like that. Patrick Roberts would be a good loan as well from Sunderland. A lot of experience now. He'd be a good player for you. I hope for your sake you get him in. I do hope for your sake that you get him in. But I think you're in a great spot. Even if you don't bring anybody in now, Birmingham, I think you're in a great spot. Sadie, I think you're in a great one. But thank you for 5. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you. But I think you're looking more than fine. I think you are looking dandy. Uh-oh, boys. I'll tell you what, this would be a good time, I think. I'm going to fiddle my stuff around. Hold on. I think it's time we go on the big screen. Zing. Right. Oh! Oh, that actually don't give away anything. Wow, I thought I was in trouble then. Holy shit. I thought a certain someone had come up and then I would have been in big trouble. If a certain someone had popped up then, holy shit, I am being sent to the gallows, baby. Thank God it were only my pals. Jesus Christ. Right, Devante, okay. Port Vale are set to sign Devante Cole after an agreement was reached to terminate his West Brom contract. God, I remember West Brom fans giving me some jip, you know, for that. Some serious Jipper Jackson stuff going on. Wowzer. Let me just, hold on. I'm just going to make sure again that no one's, no, there's no one in there that's in trouble. Thank God. Whoo! Holy moly. Whoo! Phew! Anyway, right, yeah, Port Vale apparently going to get Dave Cole. That'd be really good for him, I'm not going to lie. That would be good for him. Because obviously after Tolaj has gone, they're missing that, aren't they? They're missing the goal threat. And Dave, don't get me wrong, Dave scored a lot of goals for Barnsley. I think he got 18 before he left. But the amount of sitters that fella missed were outrageous. But he's better than what Port Vale have got. Is Devante Cole a championship level striker? No. But as much as I don't rate him because he threw towel in and he down tools for Barnsley, whatever anybody thinks, he down tools for us. 100%. Same as Styles, but a little knob. To be fair, he was funny, Styles, with a video that he sent me before. He can be a funny fella. But... like, nah, I'm not having it. Like, I don't rate these guys as people because they're down tools for my club, so fuck them. But is he a good League One striker, Devante Cole? Is he going to be good for Port Vale? Yeah, he's going to be good for Port Vale. Republic of Ireland. Oh my God, Republic of Ireland striker Adam Ida as having a medical for Swansea, and it's done. Well, that answers the question earlier. Someone asked me what I thought about Swansea's transfer business, and I said I think they're slightly light up front. I think £7 million for Ida is actually a little bit wild. He was good at Norwich, weren't he, before he went there? But he's never done all really for Celtic. But that's good. That's a good signing. I do rate that. That must be said. I do rate that from Swansea. Their business has been quite good. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of good sides, you know, knocking about in here. There is a lot of good sides. Alan Brown's been announced by Middlesbrough as well. We'll go and have a look. Hold on. Because he's starting to get it. He's going to get a little bit shaky, you know what I mean? Who? Who? Rasmus Højlund's going to Napoli, apparently. Okay. That's a new one. Sunderland failed. Niall Huggins has agreed a loan move to Wigan. That's a great signing. What a signing that is. At left back. Oh my God. Not bad at all, lads. Not bad at all. Someone keeps saying about Middlesbrough. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's serious, that. That is serious, that, for Middlesbrough. Oh boy, that is a serious signing. That's really good. Oh dearie me. I'll tell you what, maybe Middlesbrough are onto something. Can anybody remember as well? I did the video of me predicting first 5 games. And I said that Middlesbrough I think could be bottom of the league after the first 5, and they've won the first 4 and the top. So I actually just don't know anything. Like I actually know nothing. And I'll tell you what, Middlesbrough, they have turned it on. I think they were quite late in terms of the amount of time that they've taken to bring players in. And I do think they could have brought them in earlier, but obviously not because Middlesbrough are still winning games. Now that they're actually getting players over the line that Rob Edwards wants, these are cooking something up. They have taken their sweet time in doing it, but these are doing something nice. These are doing something nice. Listen, if you keep spamming, you're going in the gulag, bro. If you're just spamming waffle nonsense. Listen, there's a lot of clubs in this country, mate. Oh, God. Everybody, pave the way. Jaden Jenkinson demands that we talk about his club. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. We're talking about something important here, not your bullshit. Fucking hell. Get a grip. Who do you think you are? Is this the Jaden Jenkinson channel? No. You big bitch. Anyway, good signing. I like this. I like this. Gotta be said. I like this. Oh, God, this could be anything now. Who knows? I'm about to get banned? No, thank God. Hold on. Anything new? 44 obligate. What have Napoli seen to warrant that price? That is crazy. I mean, I guess they're looking at McTominay and knowing that, like, Man United are just idiots. That much money? I don't know, baby. I don't know. Oh, God. Hold on. Let me get this shit back up. Wee. Seth, mate, this guy's giving me £90,000 today. Thank you very much. Cardiff going for Amas, League One in trouble. What? Where are you getting these? Why? Did Cardiff need anyone else? Can I just grow up? Mate, you... I can't be asked. Like, we're gonna start every week in Championship 5 minutes ago. Before Wednesday decided, before EFL decided that Chansiri is a cock, but they still won't take club off him. Like, oh my God, how are you gonna pull that off? Would he even start for you? That's the main question. Would he start for you? Probably. In fairness, probably. That's a really good signing. Really, really good signing. Thank you, CEF, again for £20,000. Yeah, I think League One might actually be in trouble, especially at your place. I'm going to Cardiff on that Tuesday night. I will be there. I'm not fucking driving, that's for damn sure, because I'll not get my car back. But, like, yeah, good signing for Cardiff again. Luke, thank you for the 2 again, my friend. Callum enjoying this window in the season. And this season, pray. Yeah, Middlesbrough cooking something up as well, mate. Middlesbrough cooking something up, especially with that Brown signing. Really nice. Really nice for you, my bud. I appreciate you as well. Right, let me get some stuff going on. Let's have a look at who should we look at with it being close to being the end. You know what? Let's just get this fella up, shall we? Let's get this fella up. Oh God. Oh God, let's all look at him. So we all look at this fella. Holy shit, we are winning the league. Oh my goodness me. Danny, thank you for the £10, my buddy. You've not put a message though. I will look out for you. I'll read your message when you put one in, but you've not put one in, my friend. I appreciate the 10 though. I love you very much. Kiss. Very, very kind of you. You do not need to donate. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, but you do not need to donate. I appreciate it. But thank you for the 10. But you've not put a message on. You haven't put a message on, mate. I will look for you. Apparently, announcement of McAtee may not be now, but tonight, because the deal is still in development. Friends in high places. I've seen that as well. Thank you, Archie, Wednesday fan. It's going all right so far. Whether we need a new manager, yeah, I think you need God, mate, Sheffield United. But I mean, you might keep him unless he goes to Holland. Unless something happens crazy in the next 20 minutes, then I think you're all right. But thank you, Danny Evans. I appreciate it a lot, my dear boy. Legend. You've not put a, I can't believe you've not put a message. Just chucked £10 at me. It's like, here, homeless man, and just ran, just walk off. Right, this guy ain't leaving. Hold on. There's apparently a tweet from a certain man. This ain't good. This could be, well, it could be anything really. Mr. Galaxy? Question mark? Hold on, guys. Just going and finding him. What's happening at Bury? You've just signed Alan Brown, mate. There's no Galaxy tweet. Why am I being lied to? Come on, guys. I've seen that one. Uh-oh. I'm just having a quick look. I'm just having a quick look at the journos and what they're saying with the last 20 minutes before I go into a rant on this. Well, quickly, I will thank you, Joe. I will thank you, Joe. Kiss. Thank you very much, my dear friend. I appreciate it a lot. Love the channel, Cal. Saying hi from Netherlands. Hello from Barnsley. Thank you very much, Joe, for the €5, buddy. Kiss. You could have bought some bud ding ding with that. But thank you very much, Joe. Love you. Kiss. Right. So we're now in a position, 19 minutes left. Unless something crazy happens, Barnsley coming out to other side with Dunn, Phillips, Connell, Russell, all loans. Everybody's still here. Come on, baby. Holy shit. We are looking good. We are looking good. And I'll tell you what, agents are doing backflips, aren't they? Some of these agents are doing absolute backflips. But we ain't budging on his price. The thing is, right, a lot of people are like questioning, why the hell? What the hell are? Why are Barnsley demanding £5 million for these footballers that they have? They are not worth £5 million. Well, they are to us. You big dunce. That's the point. And I'll tell you what, you know, if Dunn came out and put stuff on his Instagram story going, guys, I've been trying to leave for the longest, bro. How dare these guys keep me here? If you were coming out and saying stuff like this, I'd be like, fuck it for me. You know what I mean? But these are fully grown men. These are fully grown men. When we put a contract in front of a footballer and his agent, and it says 4 years on it, you're signing this for 4 years. It don't just like pop up right corner. You don't sign it and then big 4-year fairy comes right corner. Hey, guys, it's me. You didn't know how we're here. No, it is in big, like, bold capital letters on contract. You're signing for 4 years. You don't get to be here for one and then go, well, we're going now, actually. I think we're going now. Because we're going to turn around and say, you can have one of them, lad. Do you know what I mean? Like, and any agent that thinks, well, we'll just get him out of here after a year. We'll sign for 4 because you're going to get bigger money if you sign on 4 years. And then we'll get out of here. No, I won't, lad. Ain't no way. You will die here. You know, on Davy Jones's ship, that's going to be you, fella. All these guys. I don't know. This isn't a dig at Dunn, by the way. He's a golden boy. None of players I don't think have pushed to leave. I'm just like going agent talk. But any of these agents trying to dig us out of here, shouldn't have signed for 4 years, should you, young man? Anyway. Let's have another look. Oh, what's happening? Shut up, Transfer Galaxy. I'd let you know who you are as well. I'm gonna message you after because I know it's you. I know who you are. I know the guy who you are. I know who you are. Hold on, some Wednesday goss. Mixed indications from different sources, but there is quite a suggestion out there that one deal could still be ratified. I don't know how. Lots of confusion, including from those close to deal. A deadline day that has embodied the utter chaos that is Sheffield Wednesday. Sorry. I'm not really. Any goss? Let's have a look. Let's keep looking. Cutting edge analysis live on the channel. 16 minutes left. Holy shit. Wickham are doing a loan deal for Luton striker Collie Woodrow. Come on, Mike McGrath. That was literally about 3 hours ago. Wickham put a photo of him stood there. Is that how long this stuff takes? Like, for real, for real. Oh my god, we're entering the final 16 minutes. Holy shit. We are approaching the end. We're gonna... Pop and Crisp League, you boys are in trouble, I'll tell you that for now. Holy shit, little part-timer league, get ready. Joseph, thank you for the 2. Hate the fact that after today's international break, what the fuck? True. Oh, Barnsley's game's postponed as well. I'm actually glad because it's away at Stevenage and we probably lose. Because they're actually looking quite good. But, I'm gutted. I feel like it comes around too quick. Like, how have we played 6 league games already? Barnsley played 7 games already. How? How have I watched 7 Barnsley games? It feels like I've watched about 4 max. Crazy. But yeah, I hate international breaks as well. I hate it. I couldn't even tell you who England are playing. I ain't got a clue, and I'm not going to watch them, because who cares? But thank you, Joseph. I do appreciate you a long time. Kiss. This can be done after 7. Yeah, but the deadline day shuts, so I'll be off. Is my point. I want us to do something now. Blackburn have got... I'm just going to read chat, I think, to see this out. Blackburn have got Taylor... Oh, God. What? Alex? The lion. Alex? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Josh Bowler released by Forest. Oh, God, yeah, that would be a good signing. He's been about forever, hasn't he? Josh Bowler. He has been about for so long. Owen Bailey, he scores a lot of goals for a defender, that fella. Or is he a midfielder that's actually shoved his centre back? One of them ones. Either way. Imagine, I'll tell you what, where is Clement Rodriguez? Let's go and have a look. Just for old time's sake. Where are you, Clem? Is he a sparky these days? What's he doing? He is at US Orleans. Hold on. Let's go and have a look at him. we've got to see where our Clem is, haven't we? Oh, nice, bro. Friendly, no goal. 50 minutes, no goal. Start. No goal, no assist. No goal, no assist. No goal, no assist. Yellow card. I can't believe... Oh, God, you know, when we brought this guy in, I think that was the... What's the opposite of dopamine? Like, I got that. I felt like I'd been smacked in the face with a shovel. It was worst thing. Seriously, it was the worst feeling ever. We're going to get a striker in, and I see Clement Rodriguez pop up on my screen. It's just not cool, is it? It weren't on that at all. That were truly a low point in my life. Never mind just football and bars. In my full life, it was such a bleak period. Poppy DJ, thank you for the 2, my friend. Cal, come Serbia away. Are you on about England? I would pay good money to go away with England. I would love to go away with England. But I'll tell you what, trying to get the stubs for that is impossible. And I'm not carting me send down to Wembley for a start to watch us play Andorra, win 3-0, and have 90% possession. It'd be a training game. What is the point? And you can't even pay for a ticket and not go, can you? You've got to scan it. It's the worst thing ever. It is so crap. If they're going to do it like that game and you've got to go to games to be able to get the away stubs, at least play around country so we can have a fair chance of going. Because it's not. It's just like, we're just getting London boys a go. It's bollocks. But anyway, thank you, Pompa DJ, for the 2. Ollie, thank you for the 5. Do you think Ipswich will regret letting so many of our longer serving players go? It looks like Chaplin, Wolford and Clark could all go. Love the bids. Kiss. Yeah. Thank you for the 5 a lot, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Do I think you will regret letting them go? Yes, especially like Chaplin, Wolfenden. Burgess, there were not much you could do because you're out on a free anyway. And he obviously wants to go and get guaranteed game time. So that's like fair enough. You can't blame him for not going. I don't think there's a lot you can do there. But as for Wolfenden, and again, he probably wants to leave. But well, he does want to leave, definitely. He wants to leave for playtime and the age that he's at. He wants to go and play games, doesn't he? You don't just want to sit on bench forever. Especially when you are good enough to play top-end championship, which he is. Wolfenden is a good footballer. But you're in control. Like, you don't have to let him go for 4 million quid. It's chicken feed for what Ipswich are. Especially this late in window. They could have got a lot more money for him, I think. And the Chaplin on loan, I think that just don't make sense at all. Absolute steal from Pompey's side of things. They've pulled your pants down good and proper. They have given you a real old Rogering. I think, Pompey, to get him on loan. Because he's still in and around your squad. You've got no real reason to let him go, other than the fact that he probably wants to go. But then just at least try and get a fee from him then. Because it doesn't make sense loaning him for someone that's not going to be good enough for you going forward. If he's not now, he's definitely not going to be in future, is he? If you go back up again. But yeah, I think you will regret some of these going and the way in which they've gone. More importantly, you could have got more money for Wolfenden. I think you could have got a fee for Chaplin instead of a loan. And I think you should have kept Chaplin anyway. I don't know. Your outgoings are scaring me a little bit in terms of players that have got you promoted all them times in first place. It's where I'd be at if I were an Ipswich fan. But thank you, Ollie. I do appreciate it a lot. CEF, thank you again. We're up to 110 bags. Amass to Cardiff off. I've outspent Barnsley now. Real. You actually have. You've outspent Cardiff. Not Cardiff. You've outspent Barnsley with this. We ain't spent niche, bro. And we've still had a blinder. Wow. Imagine if we had a real owner. Premier League. Holy shit. Oh, God. Probably not ever in my lifetime. I'm going to see us die in League One. Oh, my God. It's off. Well, we're only on for 5 minutes, according to somebody in here. It might have been it weren't you, actually, that said it to start with, I don't think. Theo, I'm coming for you in a minute. But thank you, Joseph. Not Joseph. Thank you, CEF. Sorry, my mind's going crazy now. We are getting to that period. There's 10 minutes left. I'm tweaking out. Thank you, CEF. I appreciate it a lot. Again, for the £110,000. Bob on. Thank you very much. Joseph, thank you for the 2. Real ones were in the stream when you were fuming. Real. Oh, that weren't good, though. That weren't a good time. That was such a low point. I can't get over it. How bad that were at the time. Seriously, probably one of the worst days of my entire life. Sat here streaming. It's such a low point. But thank you for 2 again, Joseph. Sack, thank you for the 5 again, my dear boy. Thank you for the 5. Rumours of Blackburn accepted £1 million for a striker from us. What? Who could that possibly be? We sent all the paperwork and we just didn't reply. I've had enough of this club. There's no way. You have got no one at club worth £1 million. Apart from Collins. But he's still there, isn't he, actually? Isn't Collins still there? I saw. Well, he's not gone yet, has he? I saw Luton and that were interested in him, so there's still time. But you have got no one worth £1 million. If they sent £1 million in to try and bite Deed for club, I'd have accepted it. Near mind one striker that you've got, because they're all crap. But I appreciate the 5 again, Zach. I really do. I hope you're alright. Love you long time. You're going to League 2. Right. Ogwaba, thank you for the 2. Devante Colburn's a legend. Legend. Join Port Vale. Dave. Oh, good on Dave. Bloody hell. It's a good signing for Port Vale, that though. It is a good signing. He's not a championship striker. I don't think he's truly a top level League 1. But he's an okay League 1 striker. It'll be good for Port Vale. He knows where onion bag is if you give him 15 shots at it. But thank you very much for the 2. Ogwaba. Thank you very much. Right. Business end. Here we go. I'm loading the lists up again. Stop saying Transfer Galaxy unless he's actually got something for me. Hold on. I'm going to look at... Hold on, we'll get this in a minute. Anthony's moved to Betis from Ren United is confirmed. 20 mil. Mate. How awful is Man United's transfer business? How much were Anthony? 70 mil. And Holland were about 60. They've took like a £50 million loss combined on him. Oh my God. Anthony's completed his move. Wickham loan deal for... Yeah, we've seen all that shit. Hold on. I just want to put this back on in case I do something crazy. Barnsley've still not done anything. Oh, God. What the fuck is going on? I ain't reading that shit. Come on, guys. I'm not reading that. Hold on, I'm just having it. There's one last time for a big look. Burnley are doing something. I don't know what it is. Burnley cooking something up. Oh no, they've signed that. God, that's a signing. I know we're EFL boys over here, but Burnley will be one soon. Burnley have signed that Florentino Luis. Oh, it's only a loan. Oh, an option to make the move permanent next summer. That is a really good deal, that is. That is a very, very good deal. Are Barnsley going to actually announce anything? We've got 6 minutes, lads. Please. Come on. Guys, I think we're running it back. I think it's time to run it back. Come on. Come on. Come on. One. It will come. Guys, it will come. You have until 9 o'clock. I ain't waiting until 9 o'clock. But surely for the hype, for the dopamine, surely to God, they now say at 7. Realistic, we will know if something is going to happen. They will flirt with us right now. It's 5 to. If something's going to happen, they'll put a little teaser out right now. Guys. What? Guys. Come on, man. Eat my ass. Honestly. Eat my ass. I think we're going to bow out with no signings for the Reds. I'm quite upset. In terms of, like, announced right now. I think we're actually, like, I'm quite upset. Posh Zach, thank you for the 2, my friend. Again, I meant we bid $1 million for Leonard. Sauce brain bad. Oh. Wait, so you put £1 million on and they just didn't reply to you? Is that what it were? But where's the £1 million then? Is it just in his back pocket or what? Like, because you've still not brought a striker in and you've got that Swedish fellow up front who's crap. You need God, mate. You seriously need God, Peterborough. Or I think it might be too late. I think you're being hell already. Oh God, I worry for you. Seriously, I really worry for Peter. Well, I'm past worrying. I just think you're gone. I'm like, I've mourned you already. You've already gone to me. But thank you for the 2, Zach. Ogwaba, thank you for the 2 again, bud. Albion or Wolves and Barnsley or Wednesday. Well, I'm obviously a Barnsley man. Being a Barnsley man, and Albion or Wolves. I am actually an Albion man on that side of things. I'm not even saying it just because you give me £2. I don't like Wolves because of stuff that were happening before I was born. So it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones with me. Like, I can hold a grudge from beyond the ball sack. I can hold a grudge from before I were even a little sperm. When I was a speck in the universe, I'm holding grudges from there. So I'm out of them 2. I'm picking Albion and Barnsley. Like, obviously. But thank you, Ogwaba, my friend. You've just announced Harry Leonard. I thought your big fella said that not what going on there. Hold on. I'm looking at Peterborough. No, you aren't. Why are you lying to me? Why do you people lie? Thoughts on Wolford? I've touched on it a few times in the 2 hours that I've been on. I think you are silly to let him go. But if you are a Coventry fan, fantastic signing is what I would say. Like, genuinely fantastic signing. Oh, thoughts on Wolford again? Oh, okay. Well, I've just said it, and I've said it many times in the last 2 hours, but I will say it again. If you are a Coventry fan, I think it's a very good signing for a great deal. And if you're an Ipswich fan, I think you're a bit silly. Anybody want my thoughts on Wolfenden? Barnsley? Question mark. Barnsley? Barnsley? Barnsley, what the hell are we doing? What the hell? What the hell? Teeny toast. Kiss, love you very much. There's 4 minutes, give Stuber some players, FFS. Yeah, but you're doing all right. As long as you've kept all your boys, which is more important thing in middle of park, and you brought Randall in early doors. You've had a good old winder, Bristol City have. You've had a good winder. I'm having no moaning from Teeny Toast about Bristol City, mate. They've done all right. They're doing all right. You're doing all right, Mr. Toast. Thank you for the 2. Morgan, thank you for the 2 again. Ume announced for Pompey at 7 and Chaplin at 8. Oh, if we're announcing players later on, that's just quite upsetting, though, isn't it? Really? That, like, I want to look at him now. I don't want to wait. Come on, man. I'm not. I'll tell you what. You're in for a shock, lads. If you think I'm going to like 10 o'clock, I am out of here in 5 minutes. But I tell you what. In fact, no, I might go for longer. Actually, I'm debating it. I'm debating going for longer. You're doing good, Morgan. You're doing some good. You're doing some good bits. Some good little bits, Pompey. You're moving like a proper club again. Like a proper club. Thank you for the 2, my dear boy. Thank you very much. Oh, what do I think of Wolford? Thank God you asked. Honestly, I've been reminded. I forgot about that. I need a reminding. If you're an Ipswich fan, I think it's a bit silly that you let him go for that much. But if you are a Coventry fan, I think it's brilliant. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd personally say. Anybody want my thoughts on Wolfenden, guys? Any chance? Any chance, guys? Kieran Darcy, thank you for the 2. Thoughts on Burton's window? I actually quite like it. You brought a lot of the, especially from earlier on at window, you brought a lot of the loans in from last season that did really well for you to keep you up in first place. I like your window. Genuinely, I think Burton have had a very good one. I think you'll be more than safe, which for like all due respect to a team like Burton in this league is good going. But I appreciate the 2, Kian. Thank you very much. Right, that's it. It's 7 o'clock. Guys, the transfer window has passed. Obviously, apparently, not all announcements have been made. So there will still be some stuff being announced in the next couple hours. But we have not signed anyone. There's still a lot up in air, though, you know. In terms of players that can leave, like there's been nothing on Hamer. Obviously, there's still, like we're saying, there's still time for stuff to be announced. And other transfer windows do last longer. But we have come out of the other side. More importantly, we have come out of the other side with Davis Keeler-Dunn, Adam Phillips, and Luke O'Connell still at the club. We've got Urian. We are moving, baby. Oh. The feeling, the pure ecstatic joy that is vibrating throughout my bosom right now. I can't explain it. Like the highs and lows of football. Like this time, 9 months ago, I was debating jumping off of the cliff. Now I am genuinely sat here thinking we are automatic promotion contenders. I'm genuinely sat here thinking that. Crazy. Absolute crazy talk. Oh god, we are cooking. Oh, Peterborough have announced something. Hold on. No, I can't. Everybody's doing little tease bits. Apparently Wednesday have signed a mass anyway. No idea. Tom Holmes has gone to Rotherham on loan. Oh god, there's a lot of stuff going on now, boys. Tom Holmes has gone to Rotherham on loan. So that's a big one. That's quite a good sign in that. I'm not going to lie. Swansea is still trying for Manuel Benson, apparently. I think Gurhey to Liverpool might have happened, but they're still waiting for paperwork and for it actually to be announced. Have Leeds signed anyone? Have Leeds actually signed no one? Because that is mental if not. If they've actually signed no one, that is Hall of Shame stuff. Harry Massad's gone to Wednesday. You know, I'll tell you what, fair enough. Like, fair dues. That is quite a good signing, that. Like, obviously they're going down last, so it doesn't matter. But that is actually quite a good signing. Oh, God. There's some stuff going on here, boys. There's some stuff going on here. Hold on. I've got something that I really want to do, but I'll look at this first. Danny, thank you for the 2, mate. Thoughts on Donny's window. I touched on it earlier. I think when you're coming up from League 2, keeping your better players like McGrath and Molyneux is the most important thing, and you have done that. So I think you've had a good window. Got to be said. You can't expect to come in and spend like the big lads that have been in for a bit, or have that sort of pull when you come up from League 2. But I think you've had as good a window as you could probably have. Donny, I think you've done really good. Same for you, to be fair, Matthew. Thank you for the 2 as well. Thoughts on our window and Tom McIntyre in today. Again, I think your window's been really good. You set tone early doers with the Humphrey side of things. Deadline day, not been as exciting. But both Bradford and Donny, I think, have had very good windows. Like, very good windows. Honestly. I think you've both done really good. But I appreciate the 2 each here. Thank you. Kiss. Right. There's something that I want to do right now. Hold on. We are about to do something funny, baby. Hold on. Him's gone Leeds. I ain't seen that. The first...
Did Uche join Palace? I think he did, mate, yeah. Matt says, I think you could, in way late for Hamer, not happening, no time for us to get a replacement. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think they basically just said at the end, they were just like, no.
Look at his face!
We want to go for other players.
Oh!
Which has been the big problem, I think. So, yeah. Yeah. All fun and games, people, eh?
Oh, he is depressed in it. Oh, he's losing his rag. God, there's a lot of people in here.
See what else is going online, see if there's anything else.
He looks so sad. So sad. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, let's go and what's Jim doing?
He'll keep the armband, I would say.
That, Jim, we're past the deadline. Everything's done, mate. Don't worry about that.
Oh, they're laughing. I don't like that. Let's go back on here. We're not having fun. He has not cracked a smile once.
God. What a shame, eh? What a shame. Ben Chilwell to Strasbourg.
Oh!
I think we would have heard way before 7 p.m. I think we would have as well, mate. I think we're just grappling on.
Look at that team, man. You are joking. Look at that team that Leeds are putting out.
Andrew says, I may agree with Gabriel. The 49ers must be livid that they have provided
That
millions of pounds worth of players for him that he is roundly ignored.
Look, just look at this 11. You've got Nickers and Braz at Strupp front.
Now,
Nonto, Okafor, Ampadu in Premier League, Rodon.
In a sense, it's kind of a brilliant.
I'm going to go on a reel and say 20th because that team absolutely stinks. Unlucky Connor, mate. Bloody hellfire. Wow.
If we don't do well in the game.
Sorry, I got to turn that off. Made it nearly come off. Wowie. That shit honks. That team absolutely honks dick. Ethan, thank you for the 2. Thoughts on our window? Skien said still to come. I don't know a lot of Southampton's boys that you brought in, so I can't comment. I don't know if you kept Ronnie Edwards or not. I assume that we'll find out in the next couple of hours. But I'll tell you what, if Will still wants him, I'd back him, me personally, because he come in with a good reputation for a reason, didn't he? But thank you very much, Ethan. I appreciate it as well a lot. Right, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I am going to get out of here right now. And I'll tell you what, if anything crazy happens, then I'll be on TikTok. I'll put a video on it. But I'm going to get out of here right now. The main thing that I wanted to achieve from this is keeping this fella and keeping Phillips and keeping Connell, and we've done exactly that. We still need to sign some people. Obviously, transfer window is officially gone, but they can announce them up to rest of the day, I assume, and get paperwork done for a couple of hours. But it's done. That's it. It's over. I appreciate you all. I love you all very much. Thank you. Anybody that's donated, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate Match Bingo and OK Jersey as well a lot. The links are at the top of the description if you fancy it. Love you all. Thank you as always for being here. Thank you anybody for the donations. I appreciate it so much. Great boys, pleasure. Love you all. I'll see you in a bit. Oh. And I'll tell you what, one thing for damn sure, automatic promotion. The U-Reds. How times have changed from this time 8 months ago. Holy shit.